Alrighty. What is going on, folks? We are back for Pocket Mats number 29, the Pulsing Aura Legal. This is the first tournament of the new set. I'm joined today with a super special guest. This has been a long time in the making. Hilly, brother, I am super glad to have you. Welcome on into the stream here. What's going on? How's your weekend going?
Dude, I'm super excited, man.
Yeah.
Finally, I'm here.
That's what I'm saying.
Not much has been going on. I've been keeping up though, obviously, as I do. I probably check Limitless like 5 times a day.
Bro, this whole week has just been like living on Limitless.
Yeah. Always taking a look at the meta, seeing what's interesting, and there are some interesting decks. Obviously, a lot of the same stuff makes sense. It's always a safe play to just go with what you know, what's already tested. So obviously a lot of Hydreigon going on. I see a lot of Altaria, but some people were brave and brought some new cooks, and I'm excited to hopefully see some games with them.
Yeah, no, I think so too. And you know what? Even Hydreigon got a little bit of a makeover, so it's not. I don't know. It sucks that there is a lot of Hydreigon. I guess spoiler alert for anybody that didn't check the standings or the meta game here. There is a decent amount of Hydreigon in Top Cut, but it's a new deck for Hydreigon. They're throwing in the Bombardier. Maybe it'll play a little bit differently here in Top Cut. We'll have to see. But I think, actually, Tilly, I think they may have already started the rounds here, so we might want to even hop right into a game. I think we had a game already kind of lined up here between Chronos and the Mega Lucario player that he's playing. I can't remember who it is. We'll pull it up here in just a sec, though. Do we see them anywhere in Discord by chance?
I'm looking.
I know, the list is pretty big right about now.
Very tough.
Let's see. So it's Chronos, or who is the person we'll take on the side here?
I'm looking for the other guy's name.
I know, right?
Bestiari?
Bestiari. Oh, it's Bestiari.
Chronos or Bestiari?
Okay.
I see Bestiari.
Okay, let's do Bestiari then, I think. That'll work.
Okay.
I see him right there. If we want to just hop down in the channel, I'll meet you there, and we can pull up his stream and go from there.
All right, sounds good.
Cool. All right, so, oops. Oh. That work? Where'd Tilly go? Tilly, I was going to say, while I get things kind of pulled up here, maybe, if you want to maybe do like a little bit of, I guess, promo about yourself, let the people know who you are in case there's anybody out there that is living under a total rock and doesn't know who the GOAT Tilly is. Maybe do a little bit of intro and tell them about yourself.
I appreciate it. Yeah, I mean, dude, I've made Pocket videos since the very beginning. I feel like at this point, I would think most people would know, whether you like me or dislike me, whatever. You've probably seen a Tilly video at some point, or at least heard my name. But yeah, man, I just do Pocket videos. Sometimes it's more competitive focused, but I do like to play with kind of whatever when the set first comes out. Because that's always the most interesting time to me, is just trying to figure out what's going to work, what's not going to work. We got 2 weeks where we get to make believe that Hydreigon is not going to be the top deck.
Yeah.
Here, I guess I'll introduce you because she wanted to. Here's the cat as well. There you go.
Oh, hey, look at that. The kitty cameo.
You will probably hear her during the stream. Because
Bro, my dog is notorious for just, like, it's like she knows I'm streaming and is always got to make herself part of the stream. I think the first game is starting up here.
We do have it. Oh,
perfect.
No.
That is a start.
That is an amazing start for the Lucario player over here.
Yep.
The rest of the hand isn't great, but
I personally don't know how Meowscarada is going to pair into this. I haven't seen like the Meowscarada Lucario pairing yet, so I'm kind of in for a surprise here, I'd say.
I was really interested. I went through, I looked, they beat 2 sleep decks on their run. So it's possible. I don't know what the line is going to be, but I would assume
it's going to involve some coin flips, I would guess.
Oh, for sure. For sure. But I would assume off the start here, you definitely don't want to give your opponent access to double Igglybuff.
Yeah.
That's just a free point. They might even try to just go around the Lucario. I mean, I see two different lines here. Either damage the Lucario with the Meowscarada EX and then clean it up with the baby Meowscarada, or go through 2 Igglybuffs and then a Darkrai.
And I wonder, with it being Igglybuff, is it going to be hard to kind of lock in those trick shots with Meowscarada, given the fact that they have those free retreats? Darkrai, I think, can essentially tank the hit, right? Even with type advantage, it's still only getting hit for 80 damage there if it's in the active. Well, I guess we'll have to kind of see, again, if they're able to play the bench smart here.
Opponent did get the Teal Mask Ogerpon down turn 1. That's great. Still going to take the Sleep Punishment this first turn. But I do know what you mean with the... Because you can Igglybuff and you can pivot wherever you want, and it does make it hard to get the Flower Trick to stick. From the times I've played against Meowscarada, I don't have all the experience in the world playing the deck myself. It is still annoying. Even if you're able to move, maneuver around, like, the Flower Trick is just really tough to deal with regardless.
I kind of agree. It's just like, it's unpredictable tech. And I was saying that yesterday when I was with Taj, Meowscarada is one of those decks where, like, I don't necessarily like playing it myself just because it takes a lot of experience, I feel like, being able to know where to place those trick shots and have it be meaningful. Or even, like, kind of be good with them and learn how to back your opponent into walls by using those trick shots.
Mm-hmm. No, we get the Rare Candy Meowscarada. I mean, this is as optimal a start as you could get, and we can see here that the Lucario does not have a whole lot going on. I wonder where he's going to place this, either the active or just say that Lucario's... Okay, he is. All right. I don't... I mean, it does... It kind of prevents the Lucario from attacking this turn without taking 70. Is there any heal in this Lucario build? There's not.
Double check. No heals. Not even a
no
cape.
Heal. So you just need to get one Flower Trick off on it, and then the baby Meowscarada can clean up. It will be sort of hard to set up, right? We're only playing one of that Meowscarada copy. But hopefully with a Forest Thin and all the draw supporters in the world, we can get it done. I see here. This is not a position I would like to be in. Copycat. It's these stage 1s can be deceptively inconsistent. I've had many games where I just completely miss on finding that Lucario EX until I'm down to like 5 cards left in deck. It's not the easiest thing in the world sometimes.
I totally agree with that. Sorry, I'm kind of being quiet here, Tilly. I'm just changing a couple things in the background.
No, you're good.
I am the worst at typing and talking. I should have everything up and running here. It looks like the streams did start up here with a delay, so if you guys are just tuning in, we are running on a 5-minute delay. I'm joined with the one and only Tilly today. We are starting off in our first round here, top 128. I think it's top 128. Let me double check that. Oh, no, 64.
I think it was top 64.
Yep,
Yeah.
64. I don't know why I thought we were going to have 128 today. I figured yesterday with having 8 rounds we would have 128, but...
He does get the Mega Lucario.
Oh!
It hits for... There's no arena, but if I'm the Lucario player, I think I'm slamming down... Well, no. Okay, this is actually really tough. He puts it on the active spot, so Lucario can't come in and attack without the potential of just...
What about a
Meowscarada
Sabrina play, and then hoping for maybe either Karina or Arena on the following turn?
Both, but I mean, this is no matter what, this is a gamble for them.
Yeah,
because it is the Lucario's taking that 70 no matter what. Whether or not he knocks out, I mean, I think the Sabrina play is probably safer. He's just going to go for the copycat though. Let's see what we find. We're going to need the arena. No arena. Ooh, and now you've given Kronos +1 turns to find that second Meowscarada he needs.
Yeah. Not only that, but you're out. You're going to be out of lifelines after this too, right? You're sitting at 2 prize points, or Kronos will be sitting at 2 prize points. Gonna be tough to maybe climb out of this one here. 9 seconds left. Gonna have to make a move.
No, this can't be it. We're only gonna hit for 1 forward.
Yeah.
I think of. I don't know if I.
That's what.
Well,
three,
I guess no matter
3 turns minimum here to clear the board.
I think you had to go for Sabrina that turn and just hope that you would find
Arena.
the arena.
Yeah.
He had it anyways. I think that was just locked down. Wow. Okay. So this Meow, like, I'm liking this deck more as I'm watching it. Just being able to sure up, like, dude, if that Lucario comes to the active spot, I kind of have checkmate on it, no matter what you do.
Definitely helped that they found everything, I guess, on curve there. But with Meowscarada, that's probably pretty easy to do with the fact that they're running 2 candies, a quick grow, double forest, and the Sprigatito himself can also draw the cards. So I would imagine it's not too impossible to get set up here. All right,
it is tough. I mean,
go ahead.
That was optimal for them. They got the rare candy Meowscarada as fast as possible. It's going to come down to, do they stutter at any point? I mean, that was as close to optimal as possible. Ogerpon down immediately, rare candy Meowscarada, and then found the other Meowscarada on curve. So I'm trying to make this post as optimally as possible.
I know I always end up trying to play a bunch of catch up here right at the start of the tournaments usually.
Yeah,
That's why I always neglect posting out anything.
After.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I always say.
In a second here, all we'll have to focus on is the games. But right now,
exactly,
we got the behind-the-scenes stuff.
All right. I guess starting off the game 2, we do have an Ogerpon in the active. I don't know if that's necessarily ideal. Bestiari, the Lucario player, is going first, so that means they won't have energy advantage. They do have that Riolu stuck in the active. However, not a bad start, I would say. They're going to hold the arena, which I think makes sense.
If they weren't starting Ogerpon, it would be... and the XP. Oh my goodness.
Oh my lord. And the XP. And you know what? Since there's no energy here, this Ogerpon's going to take some damage.
Yeah, quite a bit, huh?
Yep. Yeah, a little bit.
Well... all right, we got no retreating options, so it will. Luckily, everything's pretty low to the ground. Meowscarada only having 160 HP. Ew.
Yeah.
Ew.
They do run 2 capes at least, but still, it's not great.
No, so this always just feels bad. Losing out on this 1 energy attachment. I can't see the future far enough to tell if they're gonna need that 1 extra attachment. I don't know. All right, we get the forest down. So we do find this Sprigatito. We get to go for that setup. And now, let's see. They'll get 1 on Riolu. They'll have 1 on... they'll be able to attack with Meowscarada next turn if they have it. Start locking up the active spot. No, I think... no, they'll have enough energy. They'll have enough energy to do what they need to do. I think if they went first starting Teal Mask Ogerpon, it would have been trickier, but here they should be fine.
So what do you think? Oh, there's the Erica. Okay. That at least gives them... well, no, it does buy them a turn here, because now they can't get knocked out by Lucario until it has 3 energy, at least. No more sleep damage going on.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess they don't know that they're holding the arena, obviously.
The arena, yeah.
You see, they're playing double stadium, so I get the draw.
The delay in holding it.
Now.
Yeah, this definitely could not be ideal, I suppose, if Kronos is holding on to another forest in hand. But trying to get the most out of this copycat here.
No, that sketches me out, and to be honest, with the setup that he currently had, I think if it were me, because I am very... I get where, like, once that arena's gone, man, it's gone. And that's his only other damage buff besides Karina. It might be hard to get through the Meowscarada. The that you don't really need a whole lot else.
Once you get to that 4 energy, you're essentially
point.
there, right? Exactly. You could have just held on to that arena and kind of stalled here. The opponent's not necessarily... I guess they could attack here.
You know what? It did also prevent them from having a big copycat, I guess. Because you use research, you draw 2 stuck cards, they get a copycat for 4. And they are stuck. They have they played a draw? All right, they're not stuck.
Used every card in hand there for that play.
This is a great setup for Chronos.
Yeah.
You get to hit for... That's the damage, too. Wow, dude. Was this deck designed to beat Lucario every single time? You hit Lucario for 60.
Like
and then Meowscarada just takes care of it at the end. Like, that's the one thing that Bestiary here did not want to see.
It's kind of a crazy... like, how this deck can start with either the Sprigatito starter or Ogerpon is still, like, not terrible here, as we can see. Again, Ogerpon is essentially immune to any of those sleep shenanigans, so after that first turn there, it was kind of back in the clear. I don't know, things might have been different maybe if they didn't Erica, but still.
Yeah, because no Erica, this Teal Mask would be going down here.
Yeah.
At this point, I don't even know I don't even know the line. I mean, that Meowscarada with a Leaf Cape on it, there's nothing you can do to one-shot it. Not with this list.
Yeah, and you're getting 2-shot no matter what. I would doubt they place any other basics. It's due to the fact that they could get Sabrina'd if they do.
I don't think you need to. I think you're happy with exactly what you've got right now. You just need to click attack a couple more times, and that should be game. Well, I guess... No, I mean, Ogerpon's going to go down here, but then, yeah, you just got the Meowscarada to attack twice. That's everything.
Is there any sleep scam left? Maybe that could be potential way to clutch this, is we have an Iggly, take that first hit from Meowscarada, retreat back into an Iggly, and hope for some sleep.
That's true. That's the only route. And his Erica's gone, so there's no heal. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
I forgot. Ogerpon, his ability goes away when he gets knocked out. So we're going to be susceptible to the Iggly buff and putting the game on a 50-50, as it loves to do.
Ooh. Well, they're getting down there in cards. Have we seriously not seen... No, I think we've seen one Iggly. So there's one Iggly left and maybe 2 cards? 3 cards? I don't think that's even 3 cards left.
I would love to see what his discard pile is, and I don't remember. Did he start the game by slamming down double Pokeball and then a copycat?
Good question there. I can't remember how he did that.
I know he just started the game with a full bench. Okay, it doesn't matter. It doesn't mean anything. Meowscarada will still take 50 from the Iggly buff, which will give Lucario just enough to take the knockout. Copycat 4? How many copycats does Lucario deck play? 2? Have they played 2 copycat? Oh, I wish I had this discard pile, because if they've played 2 copycat, I think using copycat there is fine. But if they haven't, you are giving them the potential option of using their own copycat if they were to top deck it or whatever.
Oh no!
No, here we go.
Oh no! All they have to do is hit 1, right?
It needs to stay asleep for 1 turn, and that's it. Oh gosh. Come on, Meowscarada, please.
Sorry, this was kind of my fault. I did speak this into existence. That was the last card, though. Iggly buff
it was everything.
He was the Doombringer here, I suppose.
It was guaranteed here. All right.
Do they not see the line? Of course they do, right? It was like a sign from Arceus. Iggly buff, the last card. There it is.
They must. Maybe they were just taking a second to look at the cool flare on the Karina. Have the little hearts.
Right? They're warming their coins up right now.
I do that all the time. I will... I'll give my active Pokemon an extra energy if I need them. If I need them to do something coin flip reliant, I try to treat them as best as I can. So I'll give them a little Lucky Ice Pop maybe.
Yeah.
Give me some extra energy. I will give them some love so they pull through for me.
Coming down to this. I can't watch.
Tito. Oh, no! Oh, my gosh, man.
Game 3, I guess. Wow.
Oh, my gosh. All right, give me a second, Jay. I got to release the cat.
Okay, you're good. You're good. I know what we can throw up in the meantime. You guys, I don't know if you guys have seen the new full art. We've got a new full art. All right, guys, we're just waiting on game 2 to start up here.
Game 3.
Just a moment. Game 3. I'm sorry, game 3. Yeah, you're right. I think I got Tilly here with me. Worried about fixing up your full art.
Thank you.
Yeah, I was going to say, if you ever need to step away from camera, I have the full art just in place of your camera, I guess. It pops up there.
We should be good for a bit until the cat starts screaming at the door to come back. All right, here we go, man.
Here we go, indeed. Game number 3 between...
Let's just...
Why do I still not have their deck list or their name loaded? Kronos. Sorry, Kronos.
Kronos and Bestiari. All right, well, let's just hope for no Ogerpon. They're going... Okay. They get to go second. They get to go first with Igglybuff, though, so that's fine for
and
them.
A Pokeball.
Free damage. And Lucario. It's not a bad start at all.
Yeah. Karina also there, too, so we get that extra boost up to... I mean, if we hit that Darkrai Sleep turn 1, that might actually be enough damage. Uh-oh.
Not again.
Well, oh no. Oh no.
Everything. They have everything.
They have everything. So with 90 damage, or excuse me, just 2 energy, the 90 damage attack on Lucario, and the addition of Karina and Arena, they don't see a Cape and an Erica again. I think they're out.
This Ogerpon will be taken down quickly, and that just can't. That simply cannot be good. It cannot be good.
No, you're absolutely right there. If this goes down, and not only that, but think about this too. Well, maybe they don't know that they are in danger here. But I was going to say, they're going to now have to dedicate that energy. They flip tails. That's actually not good here, because they're going to have to dedicate the energy just to get that sleep off of themselves. Which, I'm assuming they think they're, again, probably still okay. I'm at 100 HP.
I think, well, yeah, I mean, with both of them, if I was Kronos, I would probably only be playing around the 1, right? Like, I would think, all right, I got the Leaf Cape, I'm at 130, 120 after the Igglybuff pokes me for 10. I should be good. There's no way that 3-card hand is Lucario, Arena, and Karina. No shot. He's going to be good for 1 more turn, but what's going to make or break it for him is where this energy goes after. But also, if he just doesn't have the baby Meowscarada, things are going to get really bad for him really fast. I don't think Meowscarada EX is enough to get through Lucario. He's doing it again. He's debating whether or not he lets this Arena go or just leaves the hand.
I would why would you copycat this God hand? Leave it.
I feel like I would want to hold it for 1 more turn.
It's
and
bait.
Just see what's my opponent gonna do. Because
I agree with playing Lucario, but I would keep everything else.
Absolutely. There's no hand disruption from the Meowscarada, because it is really dependent on what the next Pokemon that evolves is, or even what does the Ogerpon do? Is he going to attach the Ogerpon and attack into this Igglybuff? Does he have Erica to get it back up to full HP? All of that is going to dictate, and it feels pretty bad to get rid of your 2 damage modifiers when you might just be able to run away with the game. I mean, what else are we looking for here? The second Igglybuff again would be great.
I suppose even in this scenario here, if he does get the Arena bumped again, you're right though. Why would we throw this? What are we actually looking for? Maybe, again, that was just to prevent a big copycat on their end, but I think at this point you're good. Even if that stadium does get bumped, they're down to 120 on Ogerpon. So I think with Karina, as long as they don't Erica here, you should be able to get the KO. And
Let's see where this
it's going
energy
to come
goes.
down to if they get that other Masquerada online again.
Or Erica. Erica, you're safe to attach to the Ogerpon. No Erica, you might just have to go Meowscarada. But again, like, how is a solo? Okay.
Erica coming in clutch. They're only running one Erica, right? She is
just the one Erica.
It's hot tonight. All right. Well, there goes
This
Iggly.
is like, are we watching the same game again? What's going on?
Yeah, exactly. I got deja vu here.
Well, okay, so no more knockout for free here. And now...
We do... Actually, wait. How much damage is that? No, we barely miss it, right? 140, right?
Yeah, we're hitting 140. This went from a really commanding position for the Lucario to Kronos was just able to piece together everything he needed at the moment. Battery's also on 4%.
Oh, no.
Have you ever seen someone's phone die during a game?
I have not seen it, but bro, it's like everybody runs under 5%. How do you even join a tournament with like 30% battery life? But
that's crazy.
One of these days, it's bound to happen.
Now we have to just, I think, X-Speed Copycat for 2 and hope for...
I think you're right here. Which is not good. We're losing our Karina. We're in a lot of trouble here. Running out the clock here, too. I would probably get that copycat going because you're going to have to make some plays here. Whoa. Didn't see that one.
Ooh. How many retreat options does this guy play? He plays one more X-Speed.
I don't know if that's the move either because now you're susceptible to a trick shot on the bench.
Yeah. This Darkrai's going to be... stuck? Is he... I'm trying to think, like, maybe he's... I don't like this play outwardly because we haven't really gone through the deck a lot.
No.
We are... To make this play work, like, the only thing I can assume is he's trying to bait out a Meowscarada EX, but even that, I don't know what that does for you. Oh.
Finds it. With the random, too, potentially, right? The quick drill, kind of a random draw from the deck. Or could be if he didn't have the card in hand.
Okay, he is baiting out this. So this is what I mean, is he might have been... No, but even still, we don't have a way to retreat Darkrai and also get the one-shot on this Meowscarada.
He is going for the trick. Yep.
We're just going to take 70 here, but then the Ogerpon can finish the game.
Wait a sec. So this is still not over, though. We do have that one X-Speed remaining. We have a copycat here. All we need is that one... Never mind. Ogerpon's in play. I forgot we never got rid of Ogerpon.
In play. Yeah, Ogerpon's in play. We don't have the means to score the knockout on Meowscarada because we can't attach the Darkrai and Lucario in the same turn. This feels really, really bad.
Yeah.
I'm curious if Bestiari has something in mind that makes this make sense, but...
There is a potential second Lucario, but, like... You're running out the clock there, because as soon as they Cyrus you, it's over.
I feel like off that copycat, I mean, there's... The second X-Speed just isn't there. It's why I originally didn't like to play, because finding the other X-Speed when you've barely gone through your deck and your only draw supporter is copycat and your opponent's keeping their hand below 3, like... We're just not seeing enough cards to make that happen.
That's a play you make when you can, like, maybe attach one energy at least to the Darkrai, or you have that other, at least one X-Speed in hand. But just locking yourself in for 2 turns is, I feel like, not the play here.
No, because that Teal Mask... Kronos is now 100% free to just attach the Teal Mask Ogerpon on the bench, get 3 energy on it, and take a knockout on that Mega Lucario.
Yep. I hate to say it, but I think the window may have closed for Bestiari. I don't know if there's a way here. It's really going to take, like, last card Cyrus or something. But even then, it's just 2 turns of Trick Room and it's over. So,
Yeah, Meowscarada just gets to snipe this thing 2 more times, and that'll do it as well. There... Yeah, I can't see a way. There's no sleep scam available anymore, because we did hold on to the Ogre Pawn. We're just going to Flower Trick that Mega Lucario again. Is he going to switch it up and go to the active? He is.
Oh. Okay, that makes sense, though. See, this is, again, like, the difference between, like, me playing Meowscarada and somebody who's actually played Meowscarada playing Meowscarada is I would have 100% placed that on the Lucario and probably just got baited there, right? Because they've got the X speed. They're going to do the retreat. Okay,
so I'm trying to see this from their perspective, because...
Is this enough, Tilly? Because they have X speed, the retreat, they have the arena down, Karina down. That's going to hit for... No, never mind. We're still where we're at, huh?
Yeah. So, well, okay. Mega Lucario will knock out whatever is here. I think what they might have been trying to play around in that case is if Mega Lucario enters the active spot and my opponent plays Sabrina, knocks out the Teal Mask Ogre Pawn, if I don't ping the active, Lucario will have 120 HP on it still. Meowscarada can't take the return knockout on the Lucario. Yeah. So what he's doing by pinging the active spot is saying, listen, if you have Way to Retreat plus Sabrina and you kill my Ogre Pawn, I will still have the follow-up KO because Mega Lucario will go down to 50.
Be within 80.
That's what we're playing around here. Now, I don't know where we go from here. I think what we're looking for is another basic from Kronos to try to avoid that play from happening. Because if you get another basic, or Osiris, and you win.
That'll be game, I guess.
That works too.
Yep. I think they can just retreat into Ogre Pawn, hit for 120 here. What a combination. Meowscarada, Ogre Pawn.
It actually, like, Kronos picking the active spot, like, that was the play. Again, because them having X speed plus Sabrina, Kronos would have lost.
They almost had the nuts there, right? Exactly. That's crazy how close that almost got, potentially. But Kronos, you're right, taking the dub there. Meowscarada moving on. That might be one to keep an eye on. I mean, it caught our eye initially, too, so I'm glad to kind of see that at one. But big shout out to Bestiari.
Those were perfect games, too. You saw Lucario plus Igglybuff win a game how it usually tries to. Putting things down to the 50-50 if necessary. The first game you saw just straight, like, Meowscarada checkmate, everything went their way. And then the third game, even though Bestiari didn't have it in hand, you saw the Meowscarada player playing around their only lose condition. So just all around, like, good games right there.
Moving on, we might have to move into a top 32 game. I don't know if there's maybe one we could catch right at the beginning. Here we go. Let's check out Ziva Room, I think. I think Taj was maybe even holding this.
Which one is it?
Ziva Room. Oh, wait. No, is he live? Might just be on Discord. Maybe not. Hold on one sec.
Now, are you able to just drag me along with you, or do I
in
also
Discord?
have
Yeah,
to
I can always drag you too. I was gonna say when it starts and there's like 1,000 people in Discord, it kind of gets hard to drag you around. But for the most part, I should be able to just drag you.
Sure. Okay. Well, let me go take a look at the standings. See if anything interesting gets to keep going.
Definitely, please do. I'm gonna pull that up on the side screen for us all here. In the meantime,
let's see where we are at. Okay, we've got at least a Sceptile guaranteed for top 32. That makes me happy.
Okay, I like that.
We got Meowscarada's got to fight down an Altaria Gren next round. Best of luck to them. Wow! Oh my gosh! If only we had seen this.
Which one?
Alolan Ninetales Crawdaunt beat Hydreigon.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's a tough one too, right? Because you don't really get to steal the energy from Hydreigon. So I wonder how that. Wonder how that happened.
You don't. You don't get to, but also then when you attack with Alolan Ninetales, the Hydreigon can't actually power itself up.
It can't, or it can?
It can't, because it takes energy from the energy
From
zone.
the active,
And
okay.
Yeah, so a Hydreigon in the active is completely locked after that. They get their 130 burst down, and then that's it, if they have an Alolan Ninetales.
So my thoughts here for potential games, we've got Varoom and Grotalo, I think it is. It's Varoom playing a Mega Sceptile deck, but it's kind of his own little special tweak to it, I guess. And then the other option I was looking at is, I guess, either that Ninetales deck or maybe even Zoroark right below that if you're looking at the pairings.
Ooh. All of them are so interesting. I would love to see Sceptile take down a Hydreigon as designed. Zoroark, I've been watching. I don't really understand the deck. I've never been a fan of decks that are, if I need to win by turn 3 or else things are really, really sketchy for me. But I'm happy to see that it is working.
Do we want to maybe check that out? Really Up to you. I'll let you pick this one. I'm going to put the pressure on you again.
Oh boy. Well, let me see Zoroark, because we have some guaranteed Sceptiles.
That's a good idea. You're right. Zoroark might be out here in the next few moments, so
this is the last standing Zoroark. I would love to see.
Super Peace versus Raishibata. Let me see if I can
Super
find
Peace.
him.
He's
above
not
or
too
below?
far down.
Oh. What do we want then? What do you think? Super Peace? Yeah, let's do that POV.
Yeah. Let's see the Zoroark.
Perfect. I was going to say, it was just out of reach for me to drag you, so I'm glad you hopped on down here. All right. We'll have a gameplay on the screen here in just a moment.
Looks like we are in the middle of the game. I'm not sure what round we're on.
Find out, one sec.
Or, what game we're on. Let's see here. No points taken. Everything's in German. I hope you've been studying.
Oh, that's my favorite language, I think, is German. There has been some amazing German card names as of recently that I've been catching on stream. Guzzlord is named Schling King, which is my all-time favorite Pokemon name of all time. The Orthworm is named Schlerm, which I thought was funny.
Schlerm!
The Schlerman worm.
That's great. Okay. All right, let's get our bearings here. Wanderwag. Wanderwag? I don't know. That's...
Vandaveg?
Yeah, they do name things well. There we go.
Yeah, they do. They do. Except for the Popsicle. I don't know what that... Glock Ice? Actually, that's kind of sick, too. Glock Ice.
That's hard.
Yeah, it is hard.
All right, they have their... Okay, Darkrai Gren has their board completely established. We're over here. Looks like they must have had a Darkrai start. I understand the hesitation in taking the point here with this egg. I was catching some games yesterday, and the egg looked ridiculous. I saw an Altaria player going full greed and playing one Altaria double egg. So they're like, yeah, I'll find it, of course.
All I need is the egg.
4 cards. I'm drawing 4 cards off an egg, man. I'm good.
I guess the good news here, though, is that egg doesn't proc if it goes down to a Darkrai ping or a Helmet Swing. So...
Yeah. Yeah, that seems to be the idea here. Okay. So it's... I get why he's not benching the Bombardier, because that's just going to give the opponent an easy win con of knock out this Darkrai and then Cyrus up this Bombardier. We don't have energy built up anywhere else. So we can't power up that, or we can't attack with Mega Absol this turn. Does this Zoroark deck, are we playing any heals in this one? We've got one Lucky Ice Pop, but he just used it, and I believe it's in the discard pile now. He's going to bench the Bombardier. Ooh. No, this is smart. Wait. You could go... Well, you don't have Cyrus either. But he doesn't have anything else to attack with. I was going to say, you could retreat the Darkrai into the Zoroark, do the damage, and then you don't lose to Cyrus that turn, because your opponent is going to have to ping the Darkrai to knock it out, and you don't have access to their Bombardier after. We did have Hiking Trail in play. But then he wouldn't be able to, either way, he can't attack with Mega Absol for this turn.
And Darkrai not ready to attack either. But, ooh, this is still not great.
This is... I think this is fine. I mean, this Mega Absol cannot... There's no heals for the Mega Absol Greninja. The Mega Absol can't attack or else it gets knocked out. It's not going to survive in this active spot. Unless I'm missing something. No, it's going to be the retreat into the Chingling. Okay. They will have the damage to knock out Zoroark.
I was going to say, I'm not sure why we did the Zoroark play there.
I was going to say I might have preferred putting up the Absol, but by not having it this turn, you do still lose to...
I think that's game, right?
Cyrus.
Fortunately, the 2 retreat cost on Zoroark, they're not going to be able to get out of here. Darkrai going into the active for 100 damage with the ping from Greninja, 120. I think they're cooked.
I think at that point, I mean, it didn't matter anyways because they did not get the Cyrus.
I always forget Bombardier reduces retreat cost.
They're still holding out for no Cyrus. Yeah, it's just who draws Cyrus first.
Yeah,
I guess this does effectively do the exact same thing as promoting Absol and letting Absol tank the hit and then retreating back into the Zoroark, whatever. But they're going to ping the Bombardier. That kind of looks like a Cyrus to me. Cyrus. But it was very close. It was both just like, all right, who had the Cyrus? Whoever got it first would have won that game. What was that? Did I say Dunkless Plasma?
Is that the name?
I don't know.
Dude, again, the German names are like, they're top tier. But sometimes they're like, you need a second to stare at it and really be like, what the hell does that even say? Like the simplest of words. Oh, Dank. Did you see that? There was Dank in there. Or I think I was actually send a thanks.
Shout out Jay.
Yeah, exactly. Every time you send a thanks, you're thinking of me in German. You better be.
Okay, so clearly we've got more games here going on. Did we find out if that was game 1?
That was game 1. So we do have another shot here for Evo. Peace.
Right, let me get these deck lists up. This Zoroark one has a bit more going on from my very quick glance at it.
This has been kind of like, I would say probably the most popular Zoroark I've seen this weekend in Pocket Mats is this variant here. Before, it was kind of different. I was seeing people running with Hydreigons, double Bombardiers, maybe not with the Absol. I saw some people running a Viper in there for that poison setup, but that seemed like maybe not the play.
Okay, this does look more familiar. Yeah. I think I saw the GOAT himself, Sec, playing this list or something very similar to a tournament, but they've incorporated the red card because again, this deck, like, you're trying to win as soon as possible, and sometimes you just need, against these stage 2 decks, you need them to not find all their pieces. So I do like the red card in here. The Rocky Helmet to boost damage. I'm a fan of 1 Bombardier because it's not really someone you want to start with, and you probably don't want to fill your bench with 2 of them. You need the room for the good stuff, like the Darkrai and the
good stuff, exactly.
Just putting the Froakie, the active with an egg on it. I love it. Is it? No, it's just 1 egg. That card seems broken. I didn't think much of it, but
I definitely kind of overlooked it myself. It pairs really well with, like, especially Chingling or something that, like, you have to get rid of it. Throwing an egg on there works perfectly.
Chingling, I think, makes it a massive, massive problem. Now, all right, this list here is playing double Cyrus, so you could look to snipe one early, but I mean, they've already got the Greninja set up, and you're losing the Ice Pop. I guess they can't. They do have XP too. Man, how did they fit all these good cards in this Absol list? In this Gren Absol, they got everything you could ever want. Double Cyrus, XP, Lucky Egg. I guess there's no Rocky Helmet. That's what we're missing. But with this amount of damage, gosh, and there's no hit.
Oof.
Did we see an X-Speed in that hand? I didn't catch it. I know I saw a Chingling and a Pokeball, I think. But they're really looking for the X-Speed out. Otherwise, it's just build up damage on this Mega Absol. Attacking with Mega Absol first kind of...
They had to go for that manual retreat, and now the egg is on the wrong target, too. Maybe, well, I can't remember what the play was with the egg. Did they have to drop it and then copycat? Is that what they did?
I don't know if they had to copycat to do it. I would think so. I don't know why the egg would end up on the Greninja otherwise. But the problem is that they are playing double Cyrus in their... Look at that hand. Oh, no. Because what you're doing by attacking with Mega Absol first is just setting your opponent up for... Cyrus, like, hit the Mega Absol one time and then Cyrus it up and we're good. So this Absol, whether or not he retreats into a Chingling... Not going to bench the Chingling. Whether or not he just gives something up. He's going to copycat. Okay. Makes sense. I mean, with 2 Cyrus, it is incredibly hard to miss it. And now, Peace cannot attack with the Absol because if he leaves in the active spot, he's gone. Barring a generational Lucky Ice Pop.
Yeah. You know, we haven't seen a good Lucky Ice Pop off in a good minute here, so...
That's good. The world's healing.
Oh, boy. There it is.
No!
Oh, no.
Why did you do this, Jay?
Sorry. I've got to stop. What is going on? I can't stop myself, you guys.
He doesn't need to...
Oh, no. What did I do?
It truly has to be generational.
Oh, no.
We've got to heal to 140. And that doesn't even win the game.
Oh,
it just gives him...
Okay. Teased us a little bit there. That would have been hilarious. The irony would have been peak.
My one wish to see today is a Lucky Ice Pop go almost all the way. I want it to stop.
At like, what did they need? 140?
Right at the last one.
Stop at 120.
That would make my day. It's so unlikely. And he has the Cyrus too. Oh my gosh. It's just so unlikely for him not to have it. There it is. That's going to be a deceased Mega Absol. Looks like a fairly quick 2-0. Maybe that matchup... I mean, the Lucky Egg just makes it hard.
It does. And it's like a... Maybe it's time for the Field Blower, right? You can blow the egg off there with the Field Blower. And it's crazy that Field Blower even got like the Guzma treatment here. I've been saying like, oh, this is it. Now that we got Field Blower, people are going to finally start running tool removal. And we still aren't. We still aren't. It
is the ultimate 21st card.
Right? That's exactly it. It's the 21st card.
It's good in very, very specific decks, and usually any of those decks are already not great. But like I was playing Embor the other day, and Embor has 160 HP, and so a Field Blower would feel nice. So you could Field Blower away a Rocky Helmet like off a Blaziken. So then when you attack into them or off of whatever, you don't get knocked out by the Blaziken in return.
That's what I kept noticing too with the Blazikens is that helmet just prevents you from being able to even hit because you're going to be in KO range.
Yeah. Just unfortunately, there's not a lot of decks that benefit off of that. Zoroark is one of them though. With 150 on it, you would love to have the Field Blower to get rid of the Rocky Helmet and not just get knocked out by a Blaziken in return. I was playing Field Blower in my Zoroark deck like day one, and it felt fine, but it was all right, you could probably convince me to take this card out of my deck. I just haven't thought of something better yet.
So for our next game here, I'm looking at the standings. I'd kind of like to watch Jay Phenomenal play Magnazone EX. I think he's the only remaining Magnazone player. But he's sitting in top 16 waiting for his opponent. So maybe we go, and it's Kronos versus Naoki, I think it is. So it's going to be Masquerada versus Mega Altaria. The other matchups here are either Sceptile versus Sceptile, a Greninja Altaria mirror match, which I'm good on that. Mega Sceptile versus Hydreigon could potentially be one, but I don't know where to go on this one. Again, I might defer to you. What do you think?
Okay, let me take a quick browse.
Okay, so my suggestion was the Kronos line into J Phenomenal. J Phenomenal. I can say his name. I can talk.
That's not bad. That's not bad.
Thinking that one? That's not bad, right? Okay.
Yeah. And again, we'll see a Sceptile at some point. I promise.
Yes.
There's
it's inevitable.
One will be guaranteed. There's a mirror match going on. I would, if Sceptile won this weekend, dude.
Sceptile stock should be going. We'd see a lot more Blaziken next week.
The problem is that right now, early, the Sceptiles are executing the Hydreigons already instead of the Hydreigons taking out the bad matchups for Sceptile.
Yeah, exactly. That's how it always goes. Let's see. Should we hop into maybe I'm trying to see if I can find him. Kronos's Discord. Is he here? Yeah, he's down below us. I'll drag us down there.
Oh, did Kronos win? Oh, or are we just gonna watch his?
Yeah, we're gonna follow that line. I think through J Phenomenal, if that works for you.
Okay.
That way we get a Magnazone match, and then I think after that we can probably hop into a Sceptile one.
Sounds good.
Righty. Let's see where they're at. They may have already been... Actually, I know they're already started. I think, actually, Naoki is up a game. Are you getting a gray screen here? Trying to load this up?
I'm trying. We are in...
There it goes. Just took a sec.
Okay.
Right.
Where are we at? Are you able to tell us what game this is, or if you already did? I just didn't hear it.
Game, I think it's game 2. Last I checked, let me triple check the standings on this, but it was game 2. Okay, yep,
you just
game
missed
2.
double rare candy Greninja, by the way.
Oh no. So maybe game over?
I think so. This guy's doing 170 each turn.
Oof. Yeah.
That's not good, man.
Well, we're going to game 3, is what it's looking like.
Yeah. Is this one of those? How many Alterias do we have? One Altaria.
Whoa.
It's one of these.
It's one of these.
Is this the same person?
No, different guy actually. Naoki, I think. I don't think we've seen him yet. Big raid over on Twitch. Got a little M with a raid party of 90 people. Heck yeah. Welcome on in, folks. I'm joined with Tilly this weekend, guys. This is a great time to raid in on the channel. Again, I'm joined with the GOAT himself. Finally, we got Tilly on the Pocket Mads podcast. Tilly, I hope you're having a good time. I'm having a great time so far.
I am, man. This is fun. This is a lot of fun.
It is. You know what's crazy too is it doesn't even matter really what the matchups are in Top Cut, I feel like, because for the most part, the players are good enough to make the games interesting.
Yeah. If I was to spectate just a random ladder match of, certain matchups, it just wouldn't be the same. It's also the open deck list really adds an element. As someone who has played a lot of ranked and played in enough tournaments, I haven't done too many. I've played in maybe like 3 or 4. But open deck list is such a different beast, and in my opinion, a lot more skill intensive than just, all right, if my opponent's playing double Cyrus, I lose. If they're playing one Cyrus, then we have a chance here. When you get to know exactly what cards they're playing and formulate your plays around that, it feels a lot better. It feels way better. Takes all the guesswork out of it, which is nice.
Yeah, absolutely. One thing I like to... Oh, go ahead. What were you gonna say? Oh, that's game on this one.
I was just gonna say that's took a little bit of a delay. I mean, it was over the second rare candy hit the field.
I can't believe that game was still happening. Yeah. Well, we're moving into game 3 here. I'm just finishing getting the deck list loaded up for everybody at home.
So I don't know if you've been keeping up. I have not looked at a Mega Altaria list. So to me, a Mega Altaria Greninja, I see him do well, and I'm like, it's probably the same exact way played. This is surprising to me that there are multiple people on the one Mega Altaria double Lucky Egg build. Is this something that's been going on and I just have not been
It
paying
must be
attention to
new because I kind of saw some egg tech earlier in the week and I was like scoffing at it. And even to like yesterday in the tournament, I was like, ooh, egg tech, what is this? And then like Taj and I were watching the game, we're like, bro, egg tech, this is it. Welcome to the egg meta. And it's very new, I feel like. Because again, at the start of this week, it wasn't prevalent, it wasn't good, it wasn't like the sauce, but now all of a sudden it's blowing up in this tournament, which I don't know where it caught on, but apparently somewhere between like Thursday and Saturday here it caught on. They did drop out. Was that it? Were they late to?
That must have been it.
Okay.
Yep.
I think you're right. They were just late to mark the games. Well, that's it for Chronos, unfortunately. But we could go to J Phenomenal, the Magnazone match that we were trying to follow here. That was the whole point of this line. Where's J Phenomenal? I see him. There he is, right above us.
Oh, literally right there. Huh.
Yep, I'll meet you there.
That took both of us way too long.
Yeah, way too long. I was going to the... I started at the top of the list and I wasn't even close.
That's what I did too.
All right.
Oh, all right, never mind. We're on a delay. Well, still.
What's up?
Yeah, we were just showing the passcode.
Oh, yeah, I try not to do that and usually try to throw it off the screen, but the delay usually covers my butt when I'm slow to do that. All right.
All right, well, let me take a look at this Magnazone, because also another deck I have barely explored. There's just too many new cards. I'm not touching any updated old decks. I've just been focusing on
the new. That's where I'm at too. And I said this yesterday is like, I don't really know how this new Magnazone, I can only assume it plays a lot like the old Mirror Shot Magnazone, considering that's essentially what it is, just with that added tankiness. So again, like I said, I can only assume it plays very similar. But we're gonna find out.
I've played, you're lucky, you have an Altaria Greninja. I don't know what to call myself. I played a lot of Altaria Greninja.
Yeah.
And this is a insanely rough matchup for them. It
for the Magnazone or for the Altaria?
For Altaria.
That's what I was thinking too, is this is going to be kind of a tough one. Now, I feel like it actually got tougher for them with the addition of that new Magnazone.
Yes, because what it used to be is if the Magnazone player was not playing Double Cyrus, it was a bit more doable. But with Double Cyrus, when they started doing that tech, what you would look to do is attack the Mega, like leave the Oricorio in the active spot, take the early points, and then attack into Mega Altaria. If you hit the Mega Altaria one time, you win the game, because you can just Cyrus it up twice with Oricorio or whatever. Now with the Magnazone EX, I would think, I mean, the damage isn't quite there with just an Oricorio attack, but it is just a bit more. So if you go Magnazone into Magnazone EX, that's going to set up the game for you.
Yeah.
I just can't imagine that this matchup has gotten any better.
No, and if you go, I guess they're kind of lucky here. They're going to dodge the initial early KO with the Magnemite. I was going to say, if you go second here, that Magnemite gets type advantage on Swablu, and that's never a good start for anybody.
Yep.
Except the Magnazone player themselves. Debating
Yeah,
on where to put this cape.
There's someone at that company that just loves Magnazone. He gets a buff every other month.
Yeah. Magnazone and Charizard. I think those are competing for who has the most lines. I mean, Magnazone has a steel type line, for cripe's sake.
Yeah. It's really funny. We were all theorizing when the Mirror Shot Magnazone came out that we were going to get Magnazone EX because he was on the pack. And they're like, no, but you know what? That's actually a good idea. Thank you.
That's yeah, exactly. That's a good idea. Well, they're going to egg up the Swablu, though.
They've got like an emergency switch at that office.
Speaking of an emergency switch, this is, yeah. All right, game one. Ooh. That egg might draw you some cards, but it's too little too late.
Oh. Yeah.
Confirmed, this matchup didn't get any better.
No, doesn't seem that way, huh? because the matchup, like, Magnazone could be playing... Dude, Magnazone didn't need any more cards to make the matchup better. Altaria needed more cards, and the eggs are... I mean, well... The eggs are kind of the answer, because what you try to do in that matchup is aggressively set up at least one Greninja, preferably two, and kind of tank with the Greninjas in the meantime while getting your damage down so you can knock out the Oricorios and set up on the Magnazone. So, like, maybe the Lucky Egg does make it a little bit better, but it is still... I was at the point where if I saw Electric type on the ladder when I was playing Altaria Gren, I would just concede. Like,
Literally, right?
This is not waste my time.
One deck that I was liking, you said you were playing a lot of Greninja Altaria. You said it was with the Chingling, though, right? Is that what you ran as Chingling variant? I liked Meowth a lot. That has been one of my favorite decks. I feel like it's kind of out now that the Sleep Scam's around, just because Meowth can't really block that Sleep Scam. But Meowth, Greninja, Altaria is one of my all-time favorite decks. Disgusting being able to block those attacks.
That was the format I stopped playing. I did not play
That was the one that made me stop the game. Yeah.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about because I saw it and I deleted my app for 2 weeks.
That's when Tilly became X-Pocket player Tilly.
Yes. No. Alright, well, decent start for Magnazone. Let's go Magneton. Decent start for Naoki.
A lot better than what they had, that's for sure. Naoki does run
to play the game.
2 eggs. They're going to throw the first one on that active Froakie there. Good news is, I guess... Go ahead.
I was going to say, if I'm Naoki, I wonder if I just like start flopping on the Oricorio. Try to build up some damage. You do have to go through one eventually to win.
And you're not getting KO'd this turn, right? Like, you could have survived a turn, and maybe that something is going to help you. That something damage into this Oricorio. They do run a cape, so that could have actually made a difference as far as, like, being able to just ping down this Oricorio in fewer turns.
I would think so, because, I mean, I can't imagine Jay's going to make it easy for them, right? They'll probably stagger the Magnazone EX evolution and never put that in play until they're really ready to attack to try to preserve the 1-1-2 prize trade. Do find Gren and a big copycat for 5. If we get second Gren, we're feeling okay.
The problem with Naoki's deck, I feel like, is the fact that you don't have anything that can attack besides Mega Altaria and do any actual damage. I mean, both Chingling and Froakie doing 10 damage, not really significant. And then other than that, you're reliant on, like, pings to get through Oricorios. So, and Popsicles aren't going to make it easier for you.
This was always the difficult... Well, that's the Popsicle down. This was always the difficult part, though. This is why you need 2 Greninja, because like you said, the 1 Greninja ping a turn isn't the most meaningful because they always play a heal as well. Without double Gren, it's very difficult. The only other route is, and I don't know how many... Are we down to 1 Cyrus in this deck or 2?
Naoki's running 1. They're both running 1 Cyrus.
Okay, so for the Altaria player, obviously the other route is if they're not able to set up double Magneton, or Magnazone, can, Cyrus the one that is actively the threat and delay your opponent that way. But
things are not getting better. We find a cape, we find Ogre Pond, so now there's, like, no chance at a sleep scam even. Things aren't great here. Yeah, actually, Tilly, looking at this Magnazone deck, it did not get any better at all for Altaria. It's, like, infinitely worse. Now it's teched in Ogre Pond. Now we have the EX. Uh-oh, what are we doing? We're going to run out of time here. Woo.
He's almost out of time. I don't know that I love the Ogre Pond bench. That is a really, really easy 2 points.
Oh, that is. That could get him. I guess, And they got rid of their Magnazone EX too, so
I know you're stopping the sleep scam, but I think because this Altaria list also not playing any hand disruption, there's no way. I feel like you only want, and I think they've copycatted twice. I think Naoki has, but what I'm trying to get at is I don't think you put the Ogerpon down until they are sleep scamming you. Oh, I guess they hadn't yet, but
they managed to luck out and not find that Cyrus still, so we're somewhat okay there. The good news is, too, Naoki does only run the one Cyrus, but you're absolutely right in the sense that you don't want to give that 2 prize pointer up first. Or even have it on... I think you're right now that I'm thinking about it. You don't even want this on the board at all. Sleep Scam, probably not too relevant here. If anything, like what? You're going to get your Oricorio slept and they're going to KO it, and then you can come in with the Magnazone?
Yeah, the only way it would work is Swablu gets to keep something asleep, which, I mean, I don't know the route that would ever really come up, because, yeah, even with one more turn, you would need to sleep scam for like 2 turns. So they need to not find Ogerpon. You need to keep them asleep for 2 turns. It's probably just never happening. But JP might just be in a position where he's like, I don't think I can lose this. So I don't think there's anything.
You're actually, I think you're right at this point. If they do Cyrus in this Ogerpon, that's their 1 Cyrus and then Magnazone 2 shots. So.
Yep. Exactly. So really, yeah, JP wasn't really giving up a win condition. It's just, it scares me. But the pressure of Magnazone plus Magnazone EX. I mean, it's like I said, without double Greninja, you just can't actually pressure this Oricorio. You're just not doing enough. You're doing max 30 to it. They play Giant Cape. They play Ice Pop.
Yeah, when it takes you 5 turns to get through an Oricorio, it's like the game's already over. The guy's got his whole deck. He's got 8 energy on the board. I mean, it's over.
And this is why double Cyrus in the old list was so good, because you would get to this board position eventually where Altaria is in the active spot just to tank.
Yes. And again,
but now with this 130,
yep,
we just Cyrus once with the other Magnazone, and we're good. I mean, this Magnazone doesn't even get knocked out by an Altaria, so it's like ultra good.
Even if they had the double Greninja there, this Magnazone is still okay. That's how tanky this thing is.
Yeah, all right. It did get considerably worse for Mega Altaria. What's this matchup? 90-10?
Yeah, no kidding.
Actually, I want to know. I'm going to the metagame. I'm going to find out.
If you find out, let us all know. We all want to know. Now we're all invested.
Well, in this tournament... Wait, what? This can't be right.
Uh-oh. Is it bad?
In this tournament, they lost 4 games to Mega Altaria Greninja.
If we go real quickly over to JP's stats, he did tie against 2 Altarias yesterday to get into Top Cut. Maybe he was not wanting to go up against him? I would assume it's free wins.
I've played so much Altaria Gren. Unless these guys know something I don't, it is probably the freest win in the. It's the freest win for you.
Yeah.
I think it's almost always been Magnazone's best matchup.
I know it's going to be a mirror match here, but I say we do Hassam versus Varoom. That's going to be our Sceptile deck.
Hop in there.
Yeah, let's do it. Okay. Let's do... I think we got to go for Hassam's POV. He's kind of above us here in the middle. I don't know if I can drag you.
I see him.
Out of reach. Okay, perfect.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
Well, I think we're going into game 3 if I'm not mistaken. Let me triple check the pairings on that.
It looks like it's marked as a loss.
Might be right. All right, well, maybe we go with Varoom Meiji? I don't know. Is Varoom streaming? I don't know where he's at.
What's he playing against? Okay, I'll tell you. Oh, we're at top 8 already.
Yeah,
This
we're
flies by.
cruising. We are cruising.
This goes quick.
We're going to hold top 4s and the finals, so we'll go through each one of those matches one by one. So that kind of slows it down a little bit. But yeah, once the, like, at the start here, it kind of is just like the gates open and everybody starts flying.
That's the way to do it, too. If you make top 4, you should be streamed.
Yeah, I think so, too. Let's maybe do... What do you want to watch here, I guess? Do we want to stick with, like, that Varoom line? We could watch Meiji versus Varoom.
Is there anything more amazing than Sceptile? Let's see. Because I've been itching. I've been itching to see this guy do something. And Varoom's list looks pretty cool.
His is a little different, right? And maybe I don't know. I'm thinking about maybe throwing in a Chingling in my list too, because it's kind of a great idea for like the triple stall wall there. You've got either your Pharah, your Kartana, or your Chingling to kind of stall while you get the backline built up. But I mean, it's working. He's in top 8.
This list looks fantastic to me. There are several. I mean, there's a lot of ways to play Sceptile. Like, I see we will have in top 8 another build, which I personally am not a huge fan of. It's with the Mega Sceptile and the non-EX Sceptile as well. But you don't have any other attackers. It's like, we need to set up Sceptile or we're doing nothing for the game, which
That's never
I've never loved that route.
No. It's like Charizard, when Charizard was trying to run the one prize point of Charizard, it's just like, ugh, I don't want to have to sacrifice one of my Charizard lines and get 4 energy. It's just not fun. Let's maybe go down to Meiji and we'll watch that POV for that match then.
Okay, cool.
Right.
But now this is the issue with Sceptile is there are so many ways to play it, like I said, and no matter what, you are forced to give up something. Like we can see Varoom's list whenever you get it up. He doesn't have any heal in the deck. There's no leaf capes. He's going for more aggressive plus rocky helmets in order to just try to out damage everything and win the game that way. And then something like the Sceptile, the non-EX Sceptile plus the Mega Sceptile version, that deck has room for heals and all of that stuff. So no matter which one you're playing, but it's less consistent. So no matter what way you're playing Sceptile, you do have to give up something. There's no perfect way to play it, in my opinion.
It's a great way to kind of put it, right? You have to sacrifice something. The heal. Are you going for the heal route? Are you going for like just straight damage route? Or you're absolutely right. What tech are you sacrificing in order to pull this off? Are you running only one Cyrus, no Sabrina?
Yeah, it is. It reminds me of Gardevoir a bit in that way, where you sort of get overwhelmed with how many options you have.
Mm-hmm.
And then just trying to figure out which one's the best. Now, luckily, Sceptile actually has a good type, unlike Gardevoir, or a good weakness. I mean, they should have made, if they wanted Gardevoir to be decent, they should have made it a fairy and not a psychic. Or you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, absolutely.
It should have that steel weakness instead.
Yeah.
Then we'd be chilling. Gardevoir might not be so bad if it didn't have that plus 20 on it from the dark types.
Kind of unfortunate that Gardevoir didn't really stick around with that 2 energy, even though it is like a 2 energy mega. Kind of seems to be like the name of the game now, right? Is you're either going to be a 2 energy mega or you're going to be like a big giant 4 energy mega.
Yeah. I don't mind it. I think it's just
I like the 2 energy meta. I kind of like it. Yeah. So it always disappoints me when we get like a Gengar drop and I'm like, 4 energy, why?
Yeah, it's like, oh, this is all right, pack filler. Sweet.
Yeah.
Here, give me I'm gonna run out just
You're
for
good.
1
Go for
second.
It. Yep, I will throw up your card and all that good stuff. Give a chance to show off Tilly's new full art. Right. All right, guys, I think we're just waiting on them to start here. It'll be just a moment. Sorry, I'm handling some behind-the-scenes stuff.
We didn't miss anything.
No, not yet.
Oh, they are just getting started. Let's go.
I think Varoom is actually hopping in the Discord here if we want to swap and maybe watch from Varoom's point of view.
Oh, I'd love to see Sceptile point of view.
Okay, let's do it. Herbie. All right, he's at the bottom there.
All the way at the bottom. All right. I see.
So, wheat. All right, let me pull up the game here. I'm going to have to swap over the deck list real quickly as well.
That's okay. I'm opening them as well. All right, we've got... Is this the same person we just... No, it's a different list. Not a different list. It's the same double Lucky Egg, 1 Mega Altaria, but different player, I believe. I have the memory of a goldfish.
Bro, I'm worse than that, so...
But he's got the 1 Kartana, 1 Pheromosa in this Sceptile list. I have not tested, because, again, there's so many. I have probably 4 different Mega Sceptile decks built on my...
Yeah, I totally agree with that, too, is I have, like, too many Sceptile decks built. I can't decide where I want to go with it.
I've got the quick grow version with all the heals, just try to, like, all right, if I just set up Mega Sceptile and make him have 1 billion HP, that'll probably win me the game. I've tried every way possible, but not Kartana yet. Which I understand it. I mean, it gets through the babies. It does get through dinos before they evolve, which is nice. It might just be a win more in that matchup, though, because you do just destroy everything in that deck with Sceptile. Like, as long as he hits the board and they didn't get double Hydreigon set up, you should just run away with it. Okay, we've got
One thing
the X-Speed in hand.
Also haven't tried is the helmet tech myself. I've always just kind of gone cape route instead of the helmet. So I'm curious if that is going to be enough of a damage boost to kind of put things in range.
I think it does fix things. We hit for 140, and then with the helmet we get 160. I think I'm in agreement where the what is it called? The Nihilego Poison Bar package just wasn't quite doing enough.
Yeah, I didn't really like that setup myself. I felt like it was too much investment for, like, not enough payoff.
I will tell you, for all the Sceptile fans at home looking to build the most optimal Sceptile, I think X-Speed is an absolute necessity in this deck.
Absolutely, 100%. I totally agree with that one. That was the first thing I threw in my Sceptile deck, too, was that X-Speed.
Yeah. You're so light on energy.
Yeah.
And if you go first starting something unoptimal, more than likely the Trico, and you have to spend that attachment to attach the Trico and retreat, you're done.
You
the
lost
rest
your
of your
energy.
energy is you only have enough energy to set up a Mega Sceptile 9 times out of 10. You don't get to utilize your Kartanas, your Pheromosas, nothing. So I think the X-Speed is a non-negotiable in these decks.
It's good to late game even, kind of like you were mentioning there, with the fact that you discard energy to attack on Mega Sceptile. If there's ever a situation where you do want to back bounce out to the bench, like you were saying, you're going to lose that energy after you've already lost an energy from attacking, so you'll go from 2 energy back down to 0 just with that retreat play and have to start all the way over. Essentially, it's a 3 energy investment, because then you have to also attach the energy to your active. So
it is very rare, but it does come up. They can use, like, Sabrina, push the Sceptile to the bench, and now you just don't have a way to attack with Sceptile on your next turn. Maybe that gives them just enough of what they needed. Either looking for Cyrus on something else on the bench, or maybe just some more Greninja pings to get the Sceptile in range of a knockout. It is possible to lose the game that way as well. We get our early point. We have Mega Sceptile. I mean, it's gonna be a try to force, like, whoever can force the Mega into the active spot first is gonna be looking very, very good here.
It's a good start there for Meiji.
It's looking fantastic for them. I don't think they go aggressive with Mega Altaria here. Is it
I wouldn't yet.
Varum?
I I think it's Verum. I always say Varoom like I'm the Pokemon. Exactly.
Well, Verum's got a decent setup here. You want to just hope and pray that there's no Cyrus from your opponent on the next turn, but he's not playing the Pheromosa down to try to avoid losing to,
Free prize
the
point.
opponent ignoring the Sceptile. Which is fine. Maybe not the most likely thing to occur in this specific game. I don't even think the Altaria plays double Cyrus, if I'm correct.
He's actually going for it. Maybe going to hit the retreat helmet.
Pheromosa.
What do you
I don't mind that play. I think at this point, well, I guess it's more likely, right? They could ping if they get second Greninja, they could ping the Kartana twice.
Mm-hmm.
But that's a real, is that a real thing you got to worry about? For, it's not the most likely thing in the world.
Not only that, but the pressure's here, right? There's 2 prize points on Varum's end. They have to go in, I guess, with Mega Altaria because nothing else can tank the hit here. Maybe this was a good way to put him in check.
How does the math work out? Well, okay, so if he has Cyrus, this is still a bit of a problem for him. He could retreat out the Mega Sceptile. I don't mind this at all. So if he Cyrus is in the Mega Sceptile, he's free to retreat out and use Pheromosa again to put a ping on Froakie or something, and just look to find his own Cyrus to win the game that way. Or he'll just build up even more damage on the Mega Altaria. But if Mega Altaria attacks here, he doesn't lose the game, but that'll be... Oh, it's getting... It is getting scary here. It is getting kind of scary here. This might come down to whether or not Verum's able to find Cyrus. Because Mega Altaria won't get knocked out. He now has no more access to bench damage because Pheromosa's gone. What Magi can do...
That's what I'm thinking is Magi.
The Altaria. They can retreat the Altaria this turn, ping Kartana. Oh, no, they can't. I didn't even realize that.
Yeah, 2 prize points.
2 points.
Yep, they've got to tank with this Altaria. So that was kind of what I was thinking is maybe this was a good way to put him in check and keep him stuck in the active. Are we going to double evolve here?
No, I think this does just put them in check.
Yeah.
They can't retreat anything else. The only... No, and then with the... Yeah, with the rare candy.
He filled his bench. He's got no more sleep scam available. So... Not looking great. They have to retreat or poison wins.
I think that rare candy Sceptile shored it up. I don't know that there was a route beforehand besides just having second Greninja plus Cyrus.
Did they have it?
They
didn't have it, but this is actually kind of a play here. All right, I got it.
Okay, so it goes back to what we're saying, where you get to stall for a turn, but unfortunately...
Kartana and yeah, exactly.
He just doesn't have the damage either way to do what he needs to do. If he had had second Greninja on that turn, he would have put the Sceptile down to 160.
Is it worth retreating here? I think retreating is not the answer. I think you stay and
Wait, do you?
Ooh, I don't think you should retreat here.
You don't have to, but it doesn't matter.
Oh, no, wait. They don't run double Cyrus. And I apologize, guys. Yeah. I've got to swap the deck list here, too. You swap players, and I never swap deck lists. My bad.
If we see double Gren, I think if Verum hadn't gotten Rare Candy Sceptile off of that research exactly, he would have...
Yeah, that would have been
There was a route for him to lose. From that, Sceptile discards from himself, you Cyrus something else in, and it gives you just enough time with Greninja pings. It would have required way more from the Altaria player, but... Right.
What a play there, though. That was crazy. All right, let me see.
Now, absolutely no bias, but one thing I always look for is, can these new decks take on what are obviously, still top decks, still the best decks? That's always the question.
Yeah.
When a new deck comes out, how do they do against Altaria? How do they do against Hydreigon? And it does warm my heart to see that there's a clear route here against these ultra powerful decks that have been around for the last,
X amount of months.
No? Are we on?
I think it's 5 months, right? It was in January, I think, wasn't it? Or no, it was even more than that. We started in October for B series, wasn't it? November, October? It was November.
No, the set came out. The set. Fun fact: Pokemon Pocket released on my birthday. It was a very good birthday present.
Oh.
And so a great birthday present. Every anniversary of Pocket is a little treat specifically
Happy
for
birthday
Tilly.
to Tilly. Yeah, exactly. We're going to give you nothing but bad cards, Tilly. Happy birthday.
No, they gave me Mega Altaria, and I was very happy about it. I love Mega Altaria. It's one of my favorite Megas.
I'm definitely capping. This was this start of the B series was awesome. I've definitely been enjoying B series for the most part.
We won't mention Lucky Ice Pop.
We won't mention Lucky Ice Pop. Maybe Hydreigon too. Okay, hold on. Maybe I hate B series. I like the Megas.
I do like the Megas. They are fun to. They're a good addition to the game. I do enjoy them. All right, where are we at? This hand is a hand. It's a better hand now.
The Forest definitely is going to help save things. That's for sure.
Other than that, it's stuck.
Other good news is that Ferrum does get energy advantage here, so I think he can attack with Pheromosa, no problem. Start setting up that damage on the Swablu. We do have double eggs in play, though. I don't like that at all. Maybe a helmet here would have been nice. That way it could have at least stopped the Chingling from attacking or try to KO itself.
I think the helmet was the one thing you were looking for. There is no Greninja that should make you feel a little bit better. And there is the helmet. I wonder if you attach helmet and don't attack. I mean, it's only one card at this point. It's not crazy. You're just going to be sick to your stomach if they have the... Oh, yeah, no. Yeah, this is fine. Yeah. We can Cyrus in Swablu. I do understand why he's debating it.
Because then it forces him to either be in the active or retreat it, right?
You could go Cyrus on a Swablu, put the Rocky Helmet on the Kartana. The only problem is you're already shoring up the knockout on that Altaria, right? With 2 damage pings and a Rocky Helmet, if I'm correct, will allow Sceptile to just revenge KO it. And if you use Cyrus, that's your only one. That's it.
I was just double checking the effect on Lucky Egg. I wanted to see. It does proc on the bench there. It's from any attack. Doesn't say it does. It has to be in the active. So
it works from the. Wait. If the Pokemon this card is attached to is knocked out by damage from an attack from your opponent's Pokemon, it works on the bench?
Yep. Nah. That's disgusting. You know what almost would have been a cool play there is if Varun was able to knock out both eggs at the same time, essentially leaving them useless, right? Because you can't get the draw from the egg twice. It caps you at 5 cards. That could have been a good way to handle them, but maybe the opponent Magi here doesn't drop more than 5 cards, or they have 5 cards in their hand here. Doesn't look like that's going to be the case.
Okay. They get about everything. I'm sure Verum calculated for this. He assumed that, there's probably going to be another Swablu drop. There's probably going to be a Greninja that hits the field after all of this. Because from here... Well, no, this is going to get tricky. Because
I was gonna say, what doesn't feel good is we don't have energy, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I was going to say, because he will guaranteed get the second Trico, which is great. But whichever Trico he attaches to is, there's a good likelihood it's just going to get brought up into the active spot. Now, from there, will they have the damage pings through Greninja to actually win the game from there? Lucky Egg doesn't proc on...
Yeah,
helmet,
I wonder if they knew that. They're finding out now, for sure.
I think it makes sense to stop the rare candy for this turn, because like I said, you only get to put down one energy this turn, and whichever Trico gets that energy is like that's probably what's gonna get Cyrus up this next turn.
This is kind of scary here too. I don't know. No, this is probably the play, right? Attach here. Ah, that sucks. You're in a bad bad spot. I guess the one good thing though is Magi only runs the one Cyrus, so maybe you get them to blow their Cyrus, and then you can just sacrifice that Trico essentially, right?
Yeah, that has to be the hope here. Is you're assuming my Trico on the bench is going to get knocked out. If it doesn't, you just win the game right there. But what you're assuming is that Trico that I've attached to is getting destroyed. And then from there, I'm probably going to have to throw up the other Trico, or maybe just put the Kartana back in the active spot, hit him for 40, and then build up the Sceptile on the bench. While that is a scary play, I just don't know that the Greninja pings are going to be enough.
I think actually, without a Cyrus right this turn, I think Varum actually has it next turn, because he's going to be able to hit for that 140, and then he has Pheromosa still on the bench, so we can go for that snipe on the bench if they do try to retreat it here.
Yeah, if there's no Cyrus, it's probably over. Okay, I guess they could. Well, they can't go into Tingling because Tingling takes the third point.
Yeah.
They do get the second one, but without Cyrus, man, I mean.
Wait a minute, hold on. Could this be scary? Did they do their pings yet this turn? I don't remember if they had pinged. I feel
no,
like
they haven't.
Double pinged the other Trico, attacked the active, and then Cyrus in the Kartana next turn. That'd have been my play.
They're not attacking. They are now. Oh gosh. Okay.
Oh wait, I lied. You can't attack.
Best case, there's a Sceptile with 190 on it.
Yeah.
If he evolves the one that didn't just take 2 ping, which I think is what you would go. Yeah, you have to evolve the one that's only taken 1 ping.
Kind of a scary spot here, actually, right? Hold on, this isn't totally over here, right?
No, not at all. Not at all. Or is it?
Or is it? I think that might have been the play right there.
You evolve that one, you attach to it, you hit for 40 with Kartana. Alteria's in range of Mega Sceptile. He has no way to knock out Mega Sceptile or take 3 points on this turn.
Big play. I think Varum called it right there. That was a puzzle. Do you evolve the lower HP Trico? Do you go for the other one? If you would have went for the lower HP Trico, they could have 2-pinged the right Kartana, or excuse me, the right Trico. And then it had just been over. The whole thing would have just collapsed, I feel like, with one Cyrus. Game might have froze here. Freeze for you?
Either way, the Mega Sceptile goes into the active spot, takes a knockout. Yes, it did. Okay. It did freeze for me.
Oh, and Magi is not streaming either.
Well, that was it. Okay, that was 2-0.
Yeah. I'm assuming they conceded there? Yeah, they did. Okay.
Yep, the Mega Altaria only had 110 left, so.
All right. Well, Varum gonna be our first player in top 4. Awesome. Congrats to Varum. He'll hang on or hang out at that top 4 spot. We're gonna try to find another match here. So we've got it's Prelux playing. Yeah, it's Sceptile versus Hydreigon. That's already on game 3. Fearless versus JP. Fearless is playing. Oh wait, it's a Magnazone mirror. Are we doing it?
Oh gosh.
That's our, I think, really only other amazing match for now. So, all right, let's see. Right. 7-yearless or JP?
JP's right under us. If we want to make it easy.
Sure. What was funny too, Tilly, if you look up, 7-yearless was literally right above us too.
Oh, nice. This looks pretty dominating from one side.
Wow. This is a feels bad match.
Oh my gosh. You look at JP's discard pile, dude. He's played nothing.
It's crazy when you walk into a game like this. You're like, how did we get here? Like, what? This is like almost a murder scene, pre-murder scene. I'm about to witness it in Minecraft.
It's Fearless. We're calling you Fearless. We're pretending that 7 is an F. Just like
I think it is Fearless. I've always called him 7-earless, but I think he corrected me. He said it was Fearless. So
this is absolute terrible draws from JP, and when you look at Fearless's discard pile, all he's played is a research and a Pokeball. So he just naturally had double Magnazone, double Magnemite. He only got one basic off one Pokeball. The guy has gotten everything. There's the other Pokeball. Wow. All right. Now I don't want to say it's over. It's not feeling great, but sometimes when you have that much good luck at the start, it does come back around.
Have you noticed that in this game? When you like have a start that's too good to be true, it's likely going to be too good to be true, right? The karma is somehow going to come back and like not give you the last card you need. Something is going to prevent you from winning that game. I've noticed that happens a lot in this game, but I think that's from playing thousands and thousands of matches that you're like, there's a pattern here.
I don't think there's anywhere that Fearless can get. His one Magneton is gone. He's got to manually evolve. I think this Magnazone is free and clear to click Mirror Shot 2 more times and just end this game. That was what was required to miss. He needed to avoid a Magnazone for 1 more turn. JP did, to have a fighting chance. But this one...
Yeah, too little too late on this one. You're absolutely right. Not going to be able to evolve and tank a hit.
No, his best case is he puts up Ogerpon to not lose the game immediately, but then he just loses the game to Osiris, and his one Magnazone just can't do anything against 2 Magnazones. I mean, it would... I can't think of a route here. I think Fearless just got way, way too far ahead. This mirror match, I've played enough of it, and you know, every single time it's always different. I never know if I'm supposed to be attacking with Oricorio first or when I'm going into Magnazone. It feels like it plays out differently every single time. But that's, yep, we got nothing to wall. Magnazone's just going to take that final point.
Well, hopefully we get a better start to game number 2 here for JP. Again, we walked into that kind of like, I don't know what the hell happened there, but it wasn't pretty.
Oh, was that not it? I just assumed that the round has been going on long enough that that's...
I think that was just game 1.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, game 1. Cool. Yeah.
Cool.
Then I'm for game number 2.
So there's... Okay.
I
want to see
the difference on the deck list here. I think it's a difference of 1 extra Cyrus. One person is running 2 Cyrus, the other person's running 1 Cyrus, 1 hiking trail. So really, JP kind of buffing both players and Fearless just being the one to benefit off of it.
Yeah, no doubt. You know, I didn't really pay much mind to it. I mean, obviously the hiking trails got JP this far. I wonder how necessary it is. I have dabbled in the Magnazone Oricorio. It's usually my on-tilt deck. Like, if I'm getting absolutely destroyed in ranked, I go, all right, I'm punishing everyone. No one gets that fun. I'm not having fun playing Magnazone. You're not having fun playing against me.
Yep.
It is what it is. I'm going to farm some wins. And never really had a problem setting it up. Usually feels pretty good. I mean, we have double research. We have copycats. We have Clement. We have Lycias. You have more consistency than just about any other deck in the format.
Unfortunately for JP here, he's just, that consistency not really showing up. He's got the 1 Magnemite, but this could still kind of get scary here.
this... Okay, where are we at? Okay, Fearless went first. He has another fantastic start.
Yep.
And JP, yeah, man, you really... You don't want... You can't have the Magnemite be the first thing in the active spot if you went second.
And have nothing else to, like, back it up. You know what I mean? Like, if it's fine maybe if you had something else on the bench and you're building 2 at once, but, like, if this is all you've got and they're already working on their Magneton...
Ultimately, the game plan comes down to the Oricorio. It'll provide some early pressure, but what you're really looking for is I'm setting up double Magnazone. That's what you're trying to do.
Yeah.
You really want an Oricorio here. Just the problem with going second is they're able to curve out the Magnazone before you are. The Magneton's not living a hit from either Magnazone. It's a really, really big problem. And then you just have the Ogerpon. You don't want to give a free 2 points from that either. But this is all not great. I think at this point where JP is...
I think this is the best play.
I think you have to do this play.
Yeah,
you have to do this play, and you have to hope that Fearless does not find that other Magneton or doesn't find the other Magneton.
If they do find the Magnazone EX, that might be a play because it does lock them in there. And maybe you could pull off a mirror shot shenanigan. But like you said, you really have to hope that they do not find that other Magneton. If they find it here, the hill's going to be really steep.
Yeah, he's just not in a... He's not in any position to... I mean, I really think the win con is just... Can we avoid double Magnazone from Fearless? There's the second Magneton. All right, that's honestly... It's not too crazy. You knew that was going to come at some point when you're playing Clement. It's not so unlikely that you whiff on that.
Tilly, I don't know if you saw the chat, but Maddie did drop a realization here. Ori, Mag, and Sceptile in top 4. Basically, our finals is looking to be fairly good here, right? Your wish might come true with the Sceptile taking the dub.
Oh, really?
I think Verum might... I mean, Verum's definitely a top player. He's a fellow content creator. He streams over on Twitch, and he is one of the best players that I know. That's for sure.
I recognize... He's one of the names I recognize. I do not watch a lot of content creaters, especially if you're on Twitch.
He's Twitch only.
I'm sorry to all the fellow ones.
Or at least I think he's mostly Twitch only. The problem is, too, is he's Spanish speaking, so there's also that, like, language barrier with the algorithm and stuff, too, right? Like, I don't know if you're like me, but I don't really normally get suggested. Unless I'm on Twitch, then I only get suggested, like, non-English speaking, for whatever reason that is.
Well, you said that, and everything clicked. It made sense in my... I connected the face to the name. But as I was saying, I see his name all the time in tournaments. I've definitely... He might be on TikTok?
Yes. Oh, he's a big TikTok player. That's where he's from. Yep. Big TikTok guy.
I've seen him come up on TikTok. And yes, that is usually it's not my my language, so I usually don't stay for too long.
Too long. Yeah, exactly. I know what you mean.
But yeah, I mean, if he's able to, let's hope. But he's going to Relux, however you say his name. I also recognize him. I see him all the time as well.
That is going to be a match for the ages here. Holy moly.
Oh, right, we do get to see. I was like, no, it's probably already playing out, and I forgot we're pausing for top 4. Yeah, we do get to see it. Oh, great. Great. Okay, so where are we at in this game? We got distracted. Fearless is still missing that second Magnazone, which is good. There's no points been taken. Ogerpon somehow has 100 HP left. He must have hit a Lucky Ice Pop there. Yeah, okay. But Lucky Ice Pop's gone now. This still is not great for Fearless at all. Or sorry, for JP. You're flipping for the coin on this. Oh man, I don't even know where you go from here. The win is so set up for Fearless. That Ogerpon, it can't heal anymore. Magnazone EX plus Cyrus is just going to take care of it. like I said 5 minutes ago, the hope is that Fearless somehow never finds the second Magnazone, but he's got 3 cards left in tag.
Yeah.
Even attackman, I mean, it's almost not enough.
Ugh.
And he plays 2 Cyrus too, so it would. Yeah, all right. And with no attack, I think that seals it up. I was gonna say maybe if Magnazone EX was
had some sort of coin flip mechanics, savior. Yeah, there's just no way. EX is here.
And those bottom 2 cards are at worst case scenario, the bottom 2 is Cyrus.
yeah, exactly.
This one's just locked up. That Ogerpon's gonna hurt him here. Now I haven't played a Magnazone with Ogerpon yet. I don't think. I guess I don't think.
I'm so hesitant on doing that, on just dedicating an Ogerpon to my deck. But it's like I don't know why. Like what am I gonna play 1 card and have it be a PCL and just be a 1-shot PCL? So I get the need for an Ogerpon. I hate the fact that it's a Pokemon. I hate that I can draw it.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly. Ogerpon is it boosts your win percentage against certain matchups only, and then in every other matchup, it's a 5th or maybe 6th basic that you're doomed to draw into or start the game with. It's a 2-point liability with not a lot of HP. Everything about it, while it does improve, it's also just 1 less card that you get put in your deck that could improve your win rate overall against everything else. It's not the perfect answer. It has a lot of downsides, actually.
I think we're ready for our first top 4 match here. I ain't mistaken.
Beautiful.
I'm gonna go get that all set up here. It's gonna be between Varoom and Prelux. Again, this is 2 big names. These are 2 people that are constantly top cutting, finishing at the top of Pokemats. I'd have to check. I don't know if Varoom. I think Varoom's has won Pokemats before. Prelux, I don't know if he's ever won one, but he's always.
That's what I was gonna ask about. Yeah, because I know I've seen his name up there a few times. Is he usually playing Hydreigon? Because I'm looking at this and this.
No, he's not normally a Hydreigon player either, which is kind of new here.
Okay.
So, getting the deck list loaded up here, and then we will get started. Or I'm excited for this one. This is going to be, again, a match for the ages here. They made it all the way to top 4 for this too, so the only thing that could have been better is if this was our finals match, I feel like.
I am pumped. Now, we did make some predictions on the Pocket Cast, or some light predictions.
What were you thinking?
Well, Maddie said, all right, it's either, what's going to win the tournament and this week, and me and Sek were just like, dude, it's gonna be Magnazone. Like, somehow it's always Magnazone. Like, someone plays it.
You think it's Magnazone? I hope it's either Magnazone or Sceptile. Those are my two ones. I was gonna say, for the setup here, do we want to maybe watch the Hydreigon POV, or do you want to stick with Magnazone?
Oh, the Hydreigon or Sceptile for it?
Or Sceptile. I'm sorry, what did I say? Magnazone? I'm
down with whatever. Let me see. Okay, he is playing double Lucky Ice Pop.
We have watched for Room. We have watched for Room.
I think we should give we should give them the
spotlight.
The honor.
Okay.
Yeah, they haven't been on stream. Let's give it to them.
If anything, who do you think has the lead here? Probably Varoom with the grass type advantage, but still it's Hydreigon, so anything's possible.
I would think so, and honestly, I think it's better to watch the Hydreigon because they're going to be on the back foot, and so it'll be nice to know what do they have, and what are they hoping the Sceptile doesn't have. It might add just a bit more suspense to it. And
another reason I was thinking this too is if Prelux does lose here, we get another chance to watch Varoom in the finals. So.
Also true. But on Varum's last game, it was, we were watching him essentially set up checkmate. That matchup seemed like it was fairly good for him.
I'm going to drag us up. He's just right above us. And I am going to get everything set up here. The match is rolling. Started.
Or we're in Varum's channel right now.
Oh, are we? Oops, my bad. Let me find... Oh, Prelux might be on Twitch,
right
actually. Or is he in here?
He's in here. He's right above.
Perfect. Okay, we'll do that. I always forget. I always just normally go to Prelux's Twitch channel. Prelux.
Okay. Now, I think the Hydreigon list is... Yeah, it's standard. We're now off of the Poison Barb Nihilegos, and instead we're on Rocky Helmet plus Bombardier. Now, I'm curious, I'll say it, a non-Hydreigon enjoyer. Usually, I enjoy terrorizing Hydreigons, and for a while before Poison Barb Nihilego, the answer to that was just like Chingling. It was really easy to do.
Mm-hmm.
I would need to play some games, but I wonder if the Bombardier feels better as a Chingling player or worse. Because obviously Bombardier can come up and knock out, but you don't have to worry about your Chingling getting knocked out coming back into your turn anymore by the Poison Barb damage. So I'm curious. I'd have to look at the matchup data, but I mean, what we're noticing is not a lot of a lot of Chingling stuff. So maybe that is back to being a way more favorable matchup. Because we do have a lot of Chingling that made top 16 here. I mean, there's 4 Altaria Grens. We have a Absol Gren in top 4, I believe, if that match has all finished. Yes. Okay, we have an Absol Gren in top 4. So it looks like Chingling is making a comeback. Not as much Sleep, a lot more Chingling. And actually 3 Sceptiles made top 8.
That's
minimum.
Crazy.
So
let's, I'm going to pull that up right now, actually. We'll go to the standings while they're getting the games all loaded up.
And what's really interesting is they're all different Sceptile variants. This is what I mean. Like, none of them are outwardly better than the other at the moment. I want to see this Ogre Pond list whenever you get it pulled up. Okay, yeah, it's more... Oh, okay, I see. We've got an aggressive Sceptile, we've got one that's kind of in the middle, and then we have a tankier Sceptile.
I hope Varum... We might actually have to watch from Varum's POV. Let me see if they started. Hold on one sec. I'm going to bounce right back.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, we're good. They didn't start yet. There he is. Now he's live.
And there's the stream.
Of course, I just had to panic about it.
He was just playing...
He was opening. Varum was opening a pack, and I don't know what Prelux was doing, but that was funny.
It looks like he just finished the game.
All right.
You're just getting some games in the meantime. That's funny.
Bro, he's a gamer. These guys play between games in stream. I get really superstitious, and I'm like, nope, I'm gonna use all my good luck between games. Not gonna do that.
I get it. I
get way into my own head. This game has made me become superstitious, and like, I can't trust coins.
It really does bring out the worst in you.
It's not like it's not even luck. It's like I can sense the whatever I want to. I guess you could call it the algorithm in the game. I guess, right? Where it's like we were talking earlier about how if you get too much good luck, it's coming back your way.
Yes,
believe that.
Yeah.
Well,
if he was going for no, oh my gosh.
Well,
this might be a quick one.
Yeah.
Commentator curse.
I didn't even say anything. I just thought it.
This is what the Kartana is here for.
Yeah.
Alongside babies,
it
does hunt down dinos. Oh my gosh.
Screenshots it.
Screenshot.
Oh, brother, you don't have to screenshot it. We got all the proof we need.
He's framing that.
Yeah.
Or he's burning it.
That's going to be a thumbnail.
Wow. Okay. Very fast game one. I mean, that's so sad. You know, he opened Rare Candy Hydreigon. He's just like, as long as there's no Kartana. As long as there's no Kartana.
That was a glimpse of what we were just talking about, right? When you get spoiled with like too good of a start, you can expect that bad luck to come right around the corner, and there it was.
Yeah. I'm not kidding. Sometimes I will make plays off of, okay, my opponent has had literally everything going their way this game. It has to stop here. And then
exactly.
Like
the coin flip stop here.
No man can be this lucky. That hand does not have Cyrus in it. I guarantee it.
All right, game 2 between Varum and Prelux in top 4. Prelux going first this time.
And Bombardier start going
with not
first.
What you want.
Well, he's not going to lose on the second turn, or immediately even.
Pheromosa's still not great, though, because, again, the Bombardier kind of useless in the active here. That's not what you want to have a Pheromosa hit into.
How does this matchup ever go well for Hydreigon? Ever? I'm just like, what could they start that wouldn't be terrible? I just don't know. Is this...
Maybe it is the Bombardier.
Really just...
Yeah.
Well, I'm thinking, is like really the only route for Hydreigon is... All right, hope that my stage 2 deck sets up better than their stage 2 deck, as in Sceptile just never hits the field. Or is it, I need to find double Hydreigon or I lose basically every time?
Immediately going first, too. It matters. Going first with Dino in the active and Hydreigon setup. You have to do it every time or it's like, why bother?
Yeah, and this... I mean, Bombardier's here for the free retreat and to try to free up some energy attachments. Not when you start it, though.
Yeah, when you're in the active, you don't even get that benefit. It only works from the bench, so it's like, not ideal.
Oh my gosh. Copycat for 5, double Rocky Helmet down. There's no way to... It doesn't matter. Like, there's no Field Blower or Guzma in the Hydreigon deck.
It's snowballing very quickly here.
This is getting away from Prelux. We get another basic. It's fine. It's thinning. It's thinning.
And
again,
there's
I feel
no
like
getting rid of this. Prelux doesn't run any stadium, so you're right. He's thinning his hand every single turn here.
I feel like as long as a Sceptile is able to be found, this is really tough. Because Prelux is not in a position of, yeah, I've got the double Hydreigon set up. This is a hand of draw supporters. He's already used 1 research. I would... Oh, gosh, I don't even know if you go for research or the second copycat. I mean, this is... You need to be thinning the deck so much more aggressively as Prelux. And there's just no Pokeballs. Yeah, you get the 1 Hydreigon, but dude, I think you need 2. This Bombardier damage is I guess somewhat meaningful, right? If Pheromosa attacks here, Bombardier can take a point, but I don't think you're winning this one without getting through a Mega Sceptile.
If we see Sceptile right here, it's... Well, I guess there's a turn left for energy. Varum did attach to the bench last time, and we have nothing on Pheromosa.
I mean, okay, now thinking about it, this is less bad than I originally thought, because the Bombardier is sort of a problem here in the active spot.
Especially with this helmet on.
Because what you really don't want as Varum is to send up that Mega Sceptile and use it to knock out a Bombardier at any point. You're probably good on that. A Hydreigon attack plus an Absol will win the game for Prelux. Now, I was gonna say I agree with that. I think what Varum's gonna have to look for is set up double Mega Sceptile to play around the Sabrina play towards the end of the game. And what he's gonna look to do is maybe he's just playing down everything. I don't really see a problem with just attacking with Pheromosa. This works too, actually. This works fine. what Verum is accomplishing here is we will see Hydreigon attack into the active spot, but that leaves Absol with no energy on the bench. So Hydreigon's going to go down and there's no follow-up attacker. The only way Verum gets punished by this is Prelux is somehow able to get that double Hydreigon setup. Lucky Ice Pop is just not the card you want. It won't help you whatsoever here. And he played his hand down so much that Prelux can copycat for 2. I think that's what we have to do.
This is just so not good. You can't even attack here, right? You have to dedicate energy to, like, what do you do here? This is cooked. Beyond
You
cooked.
can't heal the Hydreigon out of range. So he's not stalling for a turn.
Is Sabrina maybe the move?
Sabrina stall.
Sabrina not attack?
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, that's absolutely. I think this is.
Wait.
Prelux
Wait. Okay, hold on. Hear me out though. What if we stall for 1 turn? We can tank a hit on Absol, right? Pop up if we need to.
Ooh.
And then we just Cyrus in the Sceptile.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay. I was gonna say it looks like he's giving up, but yes, this does work. Has he? And he used his X speed before that copycat.
Bro,
so yeah,
if Prelux
that play
climbs
is
out of the mud here, this would be an amazing match.
Dude, he just has a 2 out of 7 to top deck the. Well, not a 2 out of 7. You know, he's gonna get 2 draws here guaranteed, and he's looking for a Cyrus off of any of them. I think Vera might have went too aggressive. Now looking that there actually was a route here, I think Vera might have went too aggressive because you could have knocked out the Bombardier. Or not knocked out the Bombardier. Did he?
Will the type advantage matter here? 150, 160, right? So as long as we have a potion, I think we're okay.
Yeah.
He still has to...
He's got a 1 out of 6 now to get the Cyrus the next turn. Wait. I guess that works too.
Yeah.
You don't have to stall. He needs Lucky Ice Pop plus Cyrus, or well, I guess. Oh gosh,
that's not great. But the helmet maybe is actually kind of good here. No, it's not actually. Never mind. What am I talking about? Doesn't matter. They don't have any sort of way to bump out of that 60 HP range anyways. We needed the Cyrus.
Well, we don't need the Cyrus.
Do you drop the Dino?
Wait, do we need the Cyrus?
Maybe we don't.
We just lose. No, because Sceptile can't retreat. Well, yes, Sceptile can retreat. Well, okay. We will need the Cyrus. Sceptile can either attack and then lose the game, or he can retreat into something else and stall for a turn. I think we're both just stalling here. Neither of these megas... Well, okay, Verum's mega can't attack into this mega Absol. I think... Oh gosh, man. I think... As I'm watching this play out, I feel like Verum must have gone a bit too aggressive here. Because he's in, like, a really bad spot. Sceptile can't attack without losing. I think Verum now needs to dodge Cyrus for 1 more turn and he'll have the energy he needs. Or 2 more turns?
The thing is, he can't retreat and, like, attach to either Pheromosa or Kartana. At least not this turn he can't. Just because it's going to...
He also... he just needs to get 10 damage down on this Absol.
Yeah.
Or something.
Anything,
but then
you're right.
also Prelux has Lucky Ice Pop. So that's not great.
Anything's popsicle.
Just gonna attach to the Sceptile. Still nothing, or still no Cyrus.
Dead card there. 5 cards left.
You're fine with benching the Dino because there's no Cyrus. I mean, I guess that could lead you to lose, like, another turn.
I would do it in Copycat, because you can stall 1 more turn without it being, like, super negative this turn, I feel like. Nothing can really get you. There's no Sabrina. There's no... no drawback
So
to dropping this, I feel like. Is there?
I've lost games like this. You go, all right, I don't lose on the immediate next turn, but a play might open up where me benching that Dino does hurt me. Because think, Pheromos is going to attack. You'll take 40. Dino will take 20 if you put it on the bench. That opens up Cyrus for Verum. If you don't, you might be able to tank the 40 from Absol. If you don't draw Cyrus, maybe you draw Lucky Ice Pop. And then you give yourself another turn if you just heal Absol back up to full to find the Cyrus. But
and
he
the
gets
pop.
the Cyrus.
Oh, that's big. We are
Can't attack,
popping off. Don't
and-
attack. Absolutely not on the attack there.
And we just get the Cyrus. Man, I think Verum just went a bit too aggressive with that Sceptile.
I'm okay with it because this leads us to a game 3.
That was good. That was good.
Oh, what a climb out of the mud that was for Prelux. Holy. Yeah, that'll be it.
Cyrus. That's the tricky thing when you're playing no heal Sceptile is you gotta be very careful on when that guy hits the active spot.
Mm-hmm.
And here's the thing, maybe
go ahead.
I was gonna say maybe something like that you can get a little more aggressive, but I don't. Prelux is such a great player. He's gonna know like limit the bench.
They both
don't attack
are really
any
good
rocky
players.
helmets. Yeah. Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
I'm kind of on that more like I always tend to want to go super aggressive with Sceptile, but again, you have to be careful with when you do that. The fact that there's no like flame patch or I guess grass patch or a way to get your energy back after you discard it like that, it kind of just leaves you in a bad spot where you get energy locked. So,
and this is why Nihilego did feel a little bit better, because one Nihilego in play would mean you were one-shotting an Absol. The Rocky Helmet, and I've been incorporating this more into my game plan. I think I see what happened with Verum potentially is he was like calculating out his plays, and what he would have thought was, okay, Mega Absol hits the active spot, attacks into something, and then it might like take 20 damage from Rocky Helmet. But Prelux is just able to go, yeah, I'm just not gonna attack, and
yeah, like
eventually I'll find the way to finish this game. But I've been doing that more, just like not attacking into things when I don't have to, and either preventing my opponent from moving forward because they can't retreat the active, or me not taking Rocky Helmet damage.
I don't know if Sek is watching, but when Iluchin ran his last streamer showdown and I went up against Sek in top 4, that is essentially how I won, was like a retreat out to Absol where I just didn't do anything for one turn, and all I needed was to buy me a turn.
Yeah. I'm glad to see it. I feel like I haven't seen it as much lately. I remember it was a big thing back before Rare Candy in the game. There was a lot of defensive strategies on, all right, I just need a couple more turns here. How can I give myself a couple more turns to win this game? Now, this is not.
I mean, you've got to be careful for an X-Speed play into a Kartana, so you have to drop that other Dino.
I don't think there's any issue with dropping it. I don't foresee that being a problem. How did this... Okay. So, you might be right. Maybe for Hydreigon, it is the Bombardier start is the best.
I can't think... like, as awkward of a start that was, that actually turned into kind of a decent stall tactic for him. Doing 30 damage, plus being able to tank the hits. The fact that he also didn't have grass type advantage there, hitting into it, I think was kind of a big thing for him, too. It allowed him to not get two-shot.
Yeah, it's actually really annoying for the Sceptile to deal with the Bombardier. Now, I think if you have the X speed, it might just be right to go for the Kartana. Now, if Prelux didn't have double Ice Pop, this could set up for a Cyrus double Dino knockout. But I think he is going to have to spend maybe even both of them just to preserve, just to not go down a point. Or he could get Rare Candy here.
Or we could get the rare candy. Holy moly.
Okay. It's fine, but there's not much else. The Lucky Ice Pops are, at this stage in the game, fairly useless. They're you just don't want these in hand. These would be so much better as about anything else.
You're absolutely right. But like, if this is a damned if you do, damned if you don't type scenario, maybe actually the play is, hear me out on this one. What if we don't do this and evolve the active? What if we would have evolved the bench instead? But either way, I don't know. I think you're right. I think this is not the play, but I think you do, now that you've committed to this, you have to play down all of your cards best that you can, because you're going to get one shot if he has the Mega Sceptile, and you also don't want to give him a copycat into a Mega Sceptile. So, tricky play here.
Yeah,
9 seconds left.
Be honest, I think I would have evolved Hydreigon and just said, I'm getting nowhere in this game. Maybe if you don't have Mega Sceptile, things will be looking a little bit better for me, because he only has 2 cards in hand, and I don't know what draw supporter he played last turn.
The stall is
that's telling, right?
So he's either gonna go for, wait, hold on. You can't go for the Grovyle because you're just getting Hydreigon.
He does have the Mega Sceptile. Okay. We're in a similar position where this is now on Verum to just not lose this. He's in such a commanding spot.
Here's
but
what
there
wins
is still
this.
a route for Prelux.
Yep. I was gonna say, if we hit the Hydreigon next turn, put some damage on this Sceptile. Doesn't matter if we get KO'd. I feel like we already have 1 energy on that Dino on the bench. So if we end up pulling a Hydreigon Absol combination, we could make this work.
I am very scared. Now that will take.
Oh my lord! Incredible... Here it is.
Okay.
Do you go Pokeball first? You have to.
I think you have to. You are already being insanely greedy, asking for this card combo. I think
sure there's no grass in the deck.
Greed.
Oh, it did it! He did it! Okay, 2 cards. 2 cards. Oh my god!
No! Oh my gosh!
I thought we were. I literally thought that was about to happen. What a line that would have been. Is there still a line though? He could put 20 damage into Sceptile. We have a Popsicle. We don't. He has a helmet on. There's no line, is there?
I don't think.
Battery's low. That was so close.
There is.
What if we do the retreat stall tactic? Retreat out, let Absol take the hit. Wait for your evolution the following turn. Come back in and try to go big. I think that could win it.
That might be the only way. Because attacking with Dino right now is you guaranteed lose. I think.
Okay, I think that's what we're doing here.
Stalling with Hydreigon and either healing it back up to full.
Oh no, what are we doing? Oh no!
No! I don't see a route where this nets you the victory. Like, as bad of a play as it is to retreat into Mega Absol and let him go down to 10 HP and just hope that Verum never sees his Cyrus, I feel like that's the only route. Because this Mega Sceptile, it's 3 attacks away from getting knocked out.
What about a helmet on Absol now? Does that matter? No, it doesn't matter. You can't attack into... what's it called at all? He does play 2 helmets, but it, like, again, if we attack, we go down to 150, and then we're in KO range. So I do think we might have just lost this.
I think so too. We just can't attack. We can't do anything.
Dang.
I think it was retreat into Absol. Now, it wasn't a great play at all. It was...
Prelux, please do me a favor. Hit that copycat. Deck. I want to see what we get, right? Please hit the copycat.
Yeah,
just for the memes, please.
I need to know. If there was Rare Candy Hydrate... Because, well, here's the thing. You would have played down both Ice Pops, too.
Yeah.
You would have played down both Ice Pops. So, you would have thinned.
Let it go. Let her rip. Click it. There it is. No.
No! No! Wait, is it gonna...
It'll show the cards.
Still.
There. Oh, okay.
Whew. That lucky ice pop wouldn't have been there, though.
Oh, that's true.
Unless we would have tried to heal the Absol back up to full.
Dang.
Cyrus
really going
was
Virus.
A chance.
There really was.
For him to pull through.
Dang. And you know what's super funny, Tilly, is the fact that I brought up this exact scenario right before this game started. I said, this is how I wanted to sec, is I just retreated out to Absol, waited for one turn, and then came back in and took it. So, tough to see happen. But Prelix doesn't play Hydreigon a lot, so maybe this is telling, like, in a good way, right?
Well, we also have to note that Prelux did attack there, and there was the Cyrus in hand. And the stalling with Absol was almost completely dependent on him not having Cyrus. Unless Lucky Ice Pop healed 160 damage, which it's happened. I think it's happened on this stream before.
Yeah, it's happened before. We've seen it. All right. Well, I think that means we're going into our other top 4 match. I guess real quickly, grats to Varoom for moving on to finals, and big shout out to Prelux. What an awesome round that was.
Especially shout out for that second game.
I didn't think he had a chance.
That was crazy.
I thought we were looking at a quick 2-0 there.
Yeah. Unfortunately, he was a bit... He did... Like, he was going to lose that third game no matter what. Varum was holding the Cyrus.
Let's go down to 7 Earless, or Fearless. He's playing Magnazone. I assume that's probably the better POV here.
What is it? Magnazone versus Gren
Ninja. Dark Ninja.
Gren... Yeah, okay.
All right, let me get this all set up here. It'll be just a minute till we get the games going. In the meantime, guys, I'm joined with Tilly this weekend. That was our first top 4 match. We got another one coming up here in just a sec. Tilly, maybe tell them a little bit about yourself. Where can they find you? What do you do? All that good stuff.
I have a YouTube channel, youtube.com/jdankest. Go subscribe there.
There you go. shout out to Tilly.
Nah, you know, I make pocket videos like a lot of other people, and they're special and amazing, and go subscribe. I don't know, man.
Yes. I know, it's always so shameless when it's like, get on here and plug yourself.
Yeah,
I hate doing it myself. Taj is really good at doing it for me.
I don't even plug myself in my own videos outside of 10 seconds, right? And I say, make sure you subscribe, and that's...
I feel corny when I do.
Yeah.
But guys, you should do that. You should be liking the stream. We got a ton of people here, dude. Again, super glad you were able to join me this weekend. It's been an awesome turnout. I think we have over 1,000 people on YouTube, over 200 people on Twitch. Yeah, it's popping off right now. So if you guys aren't followed up, if you guys aren't subbed up, if you guys didn't drop a like, please do that. Again, this was a long time coming to get Tilly on the stream, so I'm really glad that it's happened. And it's been an awesome weekend. These have been really fun games. No complaints from me, that's for sure.
This has been great, man.
Yeah, I agree. If anything, we got to get you on here again. Yeah, we got to get you on here more often because this is fun. You're thriving in this environment, I feel like.
So it's rare for me because I don't know how long we've been going, but I am typically well, I guess we started at 12, so about 2 hours. This is usually where I stop. Usually you get 2 hours out of Tilly on a live stream, and it's just like by the end I'm just all the way back, like completely rotting. Yeah, but this you know, having someone else here definitely helps.
I think so, right? Having somebody else there, having not only that, but these games have been like interesting. That kind of ruins it for me is when the games are kind of just boring and it's the same decks over and over, and it's just like, ugh, gets boring. But this has been an interesting day, healthy variation. I'm enjoying it.
You're also taking 0 psychic damage from playing the game yourself.
That too.
You're not getting Lucky Ice Pop is not happening to me. I get to watch it happen to someone else and point and laugh.
0 IRL psychic damage. That's great.
It's an interesting top 4, though. We had... Well, I guess Magnazone we've seen him a lot before, and we've seen... Okay, so the Sceptile is interesting. The Sceptile is new, which is what we look for. I am very surprised though that there were 3 Sceptiles in top 8. Like looking at the previous tournament data, yes, Sceptile's around, but it's never really doing too much. I don't believe it's won any tournament above 100 people since it's been out. So maybe today will be the day, but if not, this is still a great indicator that green, what do we call this? Green Blaziken? Yeah, Green Blaziken.
Yeah, Green Blaziken.
Is doing so well. Green Blaziken is outperforming Red Sceptile by a large margin, and that makes me very happy.
What was that about this week? We had that like Blaziken moment, but then it completely fell off a cliff. We'll have to check the metagame tab before we end the stream here, but Blaziken was in like 30% range, and I don't think a single one made top cut.
Yeah,
it was bad. It was bad.
I was just looking through the highest rated one was 31st place. So what we're gonna see here is the Tilly versus Blaziken saga continues. I have been
I'm right there with
number one hater since
right there with you
since Mega Rising, since the card came out.
I totally agree. I've been watching your videos for a while now, and I always agree when you're like, how do people find Mega Blaze and play this deck? Because I am right there with you. How do you find Blaziken? I've never even seen the guy, let alone played with him.
And what's crazy is Sceptile's not that much different, right?
No.
Like, your only benefit is you have that stadium, which, to be honest, playing with the stadium, it barely gets more value than like the double Pokeballs do. You just play it over it because it's a stadium bump as well.
Yes, exactly.
But you're usually drawing more than one basic Pokemon naturally. So like the stadium just ends up thinning 2 cards anyways.
Looks like the game did start. We are in our second top 4 game between Rie Shibata and Fearless. Rie playing, I think it's Rie. I'm gonna say Rie playing Dark Ninja. 7 Earless, Fearless playing Greninja, or not Greninja. No Greninja's here yet. Magnazone EX. I'm sure next week we'll see somebody teching a Greninja in this deck. Or trying to.
What, Greninja Magnazone?
Yeah, obviously I'm joking there, but I always laugh when people tech Greninja into everything.
I was gonna say, did you see last format when Greninja Blaziken was a thing?
Yep.
I'm like, listen, you guys are
okay.
This is the ultimate self-report.
We were just talking about how like, okay, I have enough trouble finding Blaziken. How the hell are you adding a second stage 2 to this?
This is what I'm saying. This is the self-report. You are telling me that Blaziken is not a high roll deck, but apparently the only way to make it actually function is you need a 1/1 Greninja line in there as well. So this isn't a high roll deck. This is consistent. Okay. All right. Yeah, so this is Gren Absol. This has been or was a pet deck. They're not a good start from them.
No.
But also, Fearless does not have a lot going on. Okay,
I was just about to say, it's going to be, the real determination here is going to be Fearless's next turn. If he hits one of those Magnatons, we've got a game. That's good for the opponent here. Okay, they were holding on to it.
Something is happening now.
Yeah.
Good. But no Magnazone, no nothing. Or Magneton. I don't know where they go from here. Mega Absol is going to come in and, well, I guess they've only lost 1 point. I don't know. This seems bad. You're going to need an Oricorio next turn, I believe, and pivot into that and delay the Mega Absol. But off of the Lucky Egg and then the copy or the research following it, you just see so much more cards than ever with this deck. This is ridiculous. This Lucky Egg is insane. I see why so many of these shingling decks made top 16 for this.
Yeah.
For this tournament. This is disgusting.
And with the return of Hydreigon, in a sense, I was kind of thinking what you were saying earlier too, where like, okay, well that means we're probably going to see a rise in shingling throughout the week. Again, I kind of had already written off the egg at that point as not being that great, but the turnout this weekend at Pocket Mads, this egg is like one of the best cards this entire weekend. MVP.
It's one of those cards where I saw it, didn't think anything of it, and then the second I saw a Gren Absol deck list with the Lucky Egg in, I went, wait, that actually makes so much sense. Like, I didn't even see a game with it. I just saw it in there and went, wait a minute. Yeah, you just put that with Chingling, and we get 5 cards, and we can pull off rare Candy Greninja so much easier.
And they have to get through it because you're locking them out. So, like, it's just such a good, like, you have to hit me. You have to hit me.
Yeah. And because of... There's no poison barbs around.
No.
There's none. There's Rocky Helmets, I guess, so you do run the risk of knocking yourself out that way, but...
This is over? This is not good.
This is over.
Oh, wait. Forgot about this guy.
How many Cyrus are they on? This is the 2 Cyrus
double Cyrus.
Deck?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There ain't no way.
Yeah, this is over. The way I always look at it is okay, think about the opponent's hand. They have 4 cards that are seemingly not playable. Maybe there's a Chingling in there and they don't want to bench it, but there's not. I mean, maybe there's a Copycat in there, but that leaves, like, there's a good amount of cards unaccounted for that they're not just slamming down. So what are they? Like, what are the non-playable cards in that hand? There's a good chance it's a Cyrus. And even if it's not a Cyrus, they still only have 1 more turn to find Magnazone. Oh, they're just not even gonna risk it. Solo Oricorio is the route we're going for.
Oh, boy. Because they've already lost their other Magnemite, so there's, like, that's literally it. Solo Choreo.
There's an Ice Pop in this deck, right?
1. Anything's Popsicle.
Anything's Popsicle, man. There's a route here. It's not a good one, but there's a route. Oh, and Fearless is on the double Cyrus, right?
Yes, he does run double Cyrus. Oh, no way. We're going to pull this Absol back.
There's a 1% chance on this one. Because you're going to be taking 60 damage a turn if he is able to evolve that second Greninja. Well, there's the Ice Pop. But the problem is what he's able to do is he's going to be able to retreat this out, go into Darkrai and stall for more time. So again, I'm estimating about a 1% chance for Fearless.
Well, things looking okay so far. We keep the Popsicle. How much damage going out here? At least 40 damage a turn, right?
Yep. Potentially 60. Does there... I don't have the right... No Rocky Helmets. Okay.
That's the one good thing. No helmets here, at least.
Oh, he's out of deck space. Okay, he might have bottom decked the other Greninja combo. It's looking that way. But how many more turns do we need? We need quite a few.
Yeah, actually. Now that they're bouncing around here, we're kind of in trouble, I feel like.
But again, a nuclear Ice Pop could do it.
Let's keep this thing going.
As soon as this Ice Pop is gone, it's over, though. Gosh.
There's a hope.
Oh, gosh.
There's a way.
Oh, no. I like saving the Ice Pop for the next turn. This one feels greedy. The Oricorio's full.
Oh!
He's not! Dude, no way.
This is nuts.
We need to do that one more time. And find second Cyrus, though.
Even if we only get 1 lick off the Popsicle, are we okay?
Well, think about this. So what he could do this turn... So he can let Darkrai soak an attack. And then he can... Well, I guess... there is a chance. Like, let's say Fearless top deck Cyrus. He could let Darkrai soak an attack and then go into Absol and then try to get rid of the Cyrus. Okay, it's still not Cyrus. That's probably what you prefer. Because now you're just you only need 1 heads here to live? And you just in 2? Did the Magnetons not showing up save him? Come on, Oricorio, you're hungry.
Oh, no way, Tilly!
Dude!
He's like, come on, I know you're hiding in there somewhere.
He's channeling it.
This popsicle's
He keeps it
unreal,
still.
dude.
He keeps it still.
It's unreal. What is that? At least 5 flips in a row.
I can't believe this. Let's see. Is the funny business going to continue? Okay, this is it. This is it. So we have now, after healing with Lucky Ice Pop, I don't know how many times.
He did it.
Like
he
7
won. There's no way to get out
8?
of this.
Yes, there is. Yes, there is.
Oh, wait, no,
Well,
sorry. You're right.
No,
I'm Cyrus.
yeah, okay. He can retreat into Greninja or Absol, whatever. He needs to top deck the Cyrus still.
Man.
This is insane. This is it.
This is it.
It's all
Moment
on
of
the top.
truth. I don't even want to look.
I don't know how many cards were left in hand. This makes sense. You go into the Absol to hopefully fish for the Cyrus. Oh man.
What a play. He doesn't have
This is what
another.
we were saying.
Oh, he has another one. There's another.
No, he just gets to ping it with Greninja.
Oh, you're right. The double ping. Damn it.
Yeah.
I was thinking that he was going to escape with the Darkrai ping. You're right. Damn. What a show, though. What a show that was.
We were saying, man, the luck's got to run out eventually.
Yeah. And the buck stopped there. Would one more Popsicle hit have actually won that? Because they used their Cyrus, didn't they? Or did they not?
Ooh, they have double Cyrus in the deck. I don't think they used 2. Maybe they did, but...
I think that's probably one of those 2 cards sitting there in their hand. Wow, that would have been nuts. You know, it's probably a good thing for the health of the game that he didn't win right there.
I kind of okay. Commentating is so much better because I root for evil. Like I wish
I
he
love
had.
it. I
wish he
love
had
rooting
top
for
decked the
evil.
Cyrus.
You get it, right? Like you love rooting for evil. I know chat's like, why are you rooting for Sleep Scam? Because it's fun to watch sometimes.
Yeah, it's funny, dude. It's really funny. Like, okay, this is why people play this. Like, I can't lie. When I'm playing a deck and if I put Lucky Ice Pop in it and I heal all the way back to full, I'm laughing. I hate it. I hate when it happens to me. It's the most annoying thing ever, but it is what it is. You gotta accept it, unfortunately. That being said, I would ban Lucky Ice Pop if I was allowed anywhere near Dina's developing team.
Headquarters.
If I could get into one of those computers.
Dina, you watching this? You hear that?
Yeah, don't invite me out. Don't invite me out for the release of Pokemon Pocket 2. I'm blacklisted.
Popsicles Revenge. That's the subtitle. All right, game number 2 here.
It's looking fairly similar. Double Chingling, double Magnemite, no Magneton, but there's at least some draw supporters here for Fearless. I think it's fairly good to just take these points against the Chingling. I mean, depending, Mega Absol on the bench makes it a lot trickier. But no Froakie. Okay. So this is one I would have to think about really hard on whether I do just want to go aggressive with Magnemite and build up one Magnazone on the bench and say that's enough, or if I'd want to stall for time.
Hilarious.
Oh,
Chat is popping off right now.
Oh, for the Ice Pop?
That play, yeah, that is hilarious. Ice Pop is the next crown. Actually, you know what? Dina's watching, and that's gonna be their karma, their revenge. Is they're gonna crown the Ice Pop. Which,
I mean, I'm gonna be honest.
Sek has a good point that he always brings up. If it crowns, or if you run a crown Ice Pop, the animation takes longer every time you throw it, doesn't it? So maybe that's a good.
I guess it would.
In some like real meta level plays there.
I've almost timed out with Ice Pops, or I've almost watched people time out with Ice Pops.
Somebody in chat said, "This is so based."
It's absolutely how I look at it. If it's happening to me, it's
opposite of
the
based.
worst thing in the world.
Yes.
It's you're the devil. If I'm doing it, yeah, it's based. So no Magneton here is
Doesn't feel good.
Unfortunate.
Going for the retreat.
Okay. You see, you
Sucks,
already
though.
got lucky. Yeah, you already got lucky with him not hitting the Froakie this turn, so you definitely would have hoped to.
That was what I was afraid of right there. As I say, you're just setting yourself up for a Cyrus. He was better off, I think, attaching to Ori and just letting this Magnemite go down. That way, at least he had an extra energy on the table here and could attack with Ori the following turn. Because now we're kind of stuck and we can't do anything for at least one turn.
At least there's still no Froakie on the bench by doing this. He either didn't play a draw supporter, or he didn't have a draw supporter, or he just opted for the Cyrus over it, which I think is correct. But with no Froakie, that's giving Fearless another chance to find the Magneton and kind of give himself some insurance against, but it's still not there. Give himself some insurance against the Cyrus knockout Magneton play.
Triple checking, seeing if Fearless does actually run a Clement and the middle evolutions in his deck. He does.
Yep, he's got a 50-50 from here to find one.
Yeah.
Off the top of this deck. Well, he's going no Greninja. This
could take a while to get through some Oris.
Yeah, never mind. I'm like, it's either like Oricorio takes a knockout here, or you don't progress to the game state at all.
There's our guy.
Because you can only Cyrus, and there's no Cyrus target. He's here. No. Did Fearless get a Cyrus discarded off of those attacks?
I don't think he did. I don't think he's had a Cyrus this game. Again, Goldfish memory here is not really helping me.
Yeah, no. I mean, it is way tougher because I'm realizing from watching this that I check my discard pile personally maybe 4 times a turn.
Bing. Yeah, it's discard. How many cards are left in my deck? How many cards are left in their deck? In that order.
Exactly. Because I am not sure whether you should be going Magnazone EX or regular Magnazone. I guess you would go regular Magnazone, right? Because no matter what, you're two-shotting whatever.
Yeah. Give yourself that extra shot.
It's extra HP, I guess, is 1. I mean, you don't have to make the decision this turn, luckily, because there's still no Greninja. And actually, there's no way to knock out this Oricorio next turn without losing yourself the game.
Is this an idea to not? Why are we doing that? That was not.
I don't know. I see him hovering. I'm like, what is the point? I guess make a smaller
maybe
copycat.
Or something. Yeah, I wasn't sure about that play there. I think he's gonna have to set up. He's got one Cyrus down, but he's still got that other one. So again, not a good idea to drop that Ogre Pawn now. Going in with EX. Okay. Energy on the other Ori, and I think that makes sense. Don't do that, please. Nope.
I think at this point he's just saying, listen, you're bricking, kind of. I need, if you're going to use Copycat this turn, it's going to be to no effect.
That's what I'm thinking here too, right? Is maybe actually it is a good idea to play. Considering we don't have a Froakie, we're 2 turns away from making that happen, right? So maybe it would have been okay.
I'm kind of happy that he didn't, because it does get to a point where, dude, he's got a 5-card hand. I don't know how many outs are left of Froakie in the deck, but it's got to show up eventually.
There's the Professor, another 2 cards added.
That's got to be a Froakie.
There's our guy.
There we go. We missed you, buddy. Gonna Darkness Claw and erase the Cyrus. Makes sense. But there's the second one. All he has to do is find it.
Oh, no.
There he
is. Actually, that's a good thing, right? Because now he can't steal it. Yeah, that was perfect. Okay.
It's exactly what he wanted. He just attacks this Absol and
goes
hits
big
over the Cyrus next turn, and there we go. That's game.
I like it.
Opponent's only taking 1 point. And there's no heals in this deck. There's not room for it.
In a little bit here to make this play. I hope they see this line.
I do too. I mean, you can, as long as you press attack, we're good. We don't need to, all you gotta do is click that attack button. And I don't think there's a way.
Nope, no heals, no cape. So you're absolutely right. Hit the attack, you're good.
Nothing to worry about. Now, the only misplay would be benching Ogre Pawn.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't even know how much of a misplay that would be. No, it definitely would.
It'd live with 10 health.
Oh.
Or no, it would be a misplay because you wouldn't have the energy to attack with zone.
That's what I was, yeah. They could Cyrus it in, delay for a turn. I don't know if that would give them the damage that was needed, but I mean, again, from here you don't really need to do anything except click attack and you're fine.
You're right. At this point, we're just waiting on the next turn to happen. We'll be
This is
looking
why I
at
like
a
open
game
deck
3.
list.
Oh, yeah.
This is why I like open deck list. You're able to figure out, because if you were playing on ladder, right there, you would be thinking, oh my gosh, do I have to play around Ice Pop? Like, who needs to attack? But like, what do I need to do?
Where's the cape coming in at? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Yep.
It's great for commentating too, right? Like we can kind of get an insight too of like, okay, well, this is what I would do with this many cards left and so on. So it would be really hard to commentate without it, I feel like.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I love it. It's for me the most fun way to play, knowing everything my opponent has and not having to think, was there a Sabrina in the deck or not? It's a lot better to play around 20 cards instead of the 20,000 cards that are available in the game.
Yeah. All right, waiting on game 3 to start up here. I mean, at least we went to game 3 too. I kind of, it always feels bad when it's like, it's a blowout. Like it's fun to watch in the moment, but then it's like, okay, well that was unsatisfying.
Because I don't think this is an unwinnable matchup for either. I don't know what way it leans, to be honest. Have not played this specific deck since like Crimson Blaze, the Absol Greninja one, like seriously. So I couldn't tell you off the top of my head which way it leans.
It
but
looks like at first glance, it seems like Magnazone would have the advantage here, but then you watch it play out and it doesn't actually happen that way. It feels like. Then again, maybe we've just watched Fearless get really unlucky with the opening starts, Magneton finds, and Magnazones. Because if you get those like on curve, this deck is extremely annoying to deal with.
We are watching two kind of brutal starts.
Yeah.
My top deck, beautiful. This is way better.
Yeah.
Isia, Magneton in hand, Pokeball.
A lot of thinning happening
all
here.
The goobers. This is how you want the game to go. From the Magnazone side, that's not the guy you want off that, but it was just a 50-50. I don't know if you, I think you definitely put down both Magnemites, but I wonder if you had Oricorio, if you would just say, yeah, we're just gonna fill the bench.
I would actually, just to like also prevent myself from ever misclicking and throwing that Ogerpon on the bench.
Yeah, I can't think of a way that it hurts me to have double Oricorio in play in this matchup. Feels good.
See, and this is kind of where, like, I'm hesitant on Ogerpon, because in a matchup like this, too, it's like, oh, he's 100% useless. Like, what? At least a PCL would heal you for 30 here.
Yeah, I
don't know.
Man.
That's the great debate for me, is what do I like more, the PCL or the Pokemon himself?
We seem to have all gone to Ogerpon, I guess during Festival Parade is when we did it. But I don't know that I'm, like, on board. Like I said, I haven't played it since then. I don't know how horrible of a time we have into the sleep scam stuff. Like, I don't know if it's not just a win more card in that matchup.
The problem is like losing to Sleep Scam feels so bad that like it makes you want to do stuff like this. Like, that's it. I'll just put an Ogerpon in here and that'll never happen to me again. And it's, it's very like jaded playing. You know what I mean? You're teching for that one thing that made you mad that one game.
Because I personally hate playing Ogerpon, even in decks where I can attack with it. Like Mega Sceptile, I'm like, dude, this guy, come on, man. He's not...
That Meowscarada was enjoyable earlier because that was the first grass deck where I'm like, okay, I kind of like Ogerpon in this deck, but like, I really don't like him in many other decks. I really don't. His HP at 130 just doesn't hit.
No, I was playing the Espeon Leafeon build, and he felt great in there because he's like, I think, pretty much the strongest attacker in that deck. Like him being able to do 120.
It did work pretty well in that deck yesterday too, now that I'm thinking about it. That was and that's your biggest hitter actually in the deck is that Ogerpon, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep, unless it's Indeedee with attacking.
Oh, that's true too. Yeah, in the Indeedee nuke. Yeah. Which we got to see yesterday too. That was really satisfying. An Indeedee nuke and Oricorio for 240. Oh.
Wait, what? How? How did nuke and Oricorio?
Type advantage with the bounded field.
Wait, wait, it wasn't Oricorio. What Pokemon was it?
Wait, did I say Oricorio? Oh my god, I'm sorry. I'm watching Oricorio when I said Oricorio. I meant to say Lucario.
Okay.
Sorry. Thank you for like noticing what the hell I was even saying there. I've done that before where I just say like I would have said Oricorio and the person just says, yeah, and I'm like, I watch it back. I'm like, what the hell did I just say? And first off, you agreed with it, but no, that's funny. Thank you for catching that. Back to the game here. I think you have to kind of cape up in the active just to prevent yourself from getting... Never mind, that's still not going to feel good.
I think it's okay. Do we just get rid of the annoying frog? The cursed frog?
Okay, and actually this is a good play here. You're right, because then you don't get pinged down.
I think that guy's like incredibly irritating. I think I would have done the same. Yeah, you lose Osiris, but he's the worst. Opponent's not drawing anything, really, at this point in time.
How about now? Do you drop Ogerpon now? They've got one card left in their hand. What if it's a copycat for the setup, and dropping the Ogerpon would have meant saving it?
I'm putting the Ogerpon down.
I think at this point I would have too.
I think finally, yeah, I agree.
You know, the other opposite thing that could happen here is, and I don't remember if Fearless has played his copycat this turn, but he could wait a turn. Expect the opponent to copycat him just so he could get a bigger copycat back the following turn and try to find that Magnazone. Because if he does find it, it's essentially over here.
It's really tough. He's already used the one Greninja combo. He's looking for 3, effectively now 1-ofs in his deck. Ooh, that's a bad top deck.
Sucks to pull him, though, that's for sure. We already used our other Cyrus, too.
Yeah.
Does not feel good.
This could become an issue.
We only find the mirror shot, which...
I think it's okay. I mean, I guess from here, you're just going to want to put down maximum damage. Like, you're going to want to take this point against the Chingling, and then maybe just, like, spam attack with Magnazones. If you find Magneton on this next turn, like, probably that's just all you want to do. Just try to end the game. But it might be what Fearless is trying to do in his head right now is map out, okay, how much damage am I going to take? Or how many turns can he stall? And if he has Greninja, how much passive damage can he accumulate? I don't think I mind that Magnazone evolution either. Now it's just going to come down to, can the opponent even find the other Greninja piece? Because, I mean, otherwise, this Oricorio's maybe going to live forever. And we get access to the second Oricorio right after this with the Pokeball. Okay. Does that have to be Froakie? No, I think there's one other basic. He does find the Froakie. If he has Copycat, it's Copycat for 4. because we didn't play down the Ogre Pawn. I mean, I get why you wouldn't.
Yeah.
Now. But I'll be honest,
Feels
there's
bad,
no
man.
way there's no way I can do the math at this moment and tell you if a rare candy plus a Greninja on this next turn is going to give him enough time. There's no more Cyrus play either for Fearless. That one gets discarded.
That's the one thing like that sucks about casting like Greninja decks specifically, or these ping decks, is running the math in your head sometimes is like, it's daunting.
There's no maybe if I went silent for 3 minutes I could figure it out, but no shot.
Bro, and then people, you make one math mistake, like, this guy doesn't even know how to play the game. All right, chill out, guy.
I've barely done math in my head. I'm just playing it.
Exactly, right? I suck at math in the first place. I'm not even good at math. Didn't play the copycat or the popsicle, but we did play the copycat, and we get not what we wanted. I feel like
not fantastic. Okay, so he is doing what I mentioned of just going hyper aggressive with Magnazone and saying, listen, you're probably not going to have the damage to do what you need to do. And so from this, just hitting 90 every turn, there's no way you can stall me out long enough to win this game. Because he can kind of only stall with Greninja this next turn. Like, yeah, you can stall with Darkrai, but you just get to a point where both of your attackers, if they stay in the active spot,
you're cooked.
If they tank in the active spot, they can't attack, or else they get knocked out the next turn. But actually going into Darkrai.
Okay.
I don't think with aggressive Magnazone, there's just not enough time to stall. Like, we'll be able to knock out the
big clam
Oricorio.
too. Oh, that's huge. That's what you needed.
I think that just wraps it up.
Yep.
You got a Magnazone EX ready to start swinging for 130. That just knocks out anything next turn. Yeah, I think that's it.
Well,
these
games
felt closer. I was gonna say these games felt closer, but I think it was because Fearless got off to two fairly slow starts.
Yeah.
In game 1 and 2.
That's what I was kind of saying too. Is like he definitely started very slow and didn't get the Magnazones on curve either one of those first 2 games. I feel like, or maybe one of them, but it was kind of a still bad start and he lost it right away. So either way, able to get both of them set up fairly early with the Oricorio stall. He's looking pretty dominant here. No points on the board for the opponent, at least.
I mean, game 1, he had both Magnemites get knocked out, so he had no burst damage. Game 2, he lost 1 Magnemite, so he only had the 1 Magnazone. But this game, getting both of them set up, I mean, it is pretty dominating. You going to Absol just for one final
Final
attack
here.
of the tournament.
I don't think he knows that he drew the Magnazone yet, right? What they don't know, they don't know. They're going to find out right here when they attack into the hand that it's game over.
I'm curious. I feel like, is Fearless down to 1 card left in deck?
It's close. I think it's more than 1. Let's see. Maybe 2 or 3.
I just wonder if it's.
Oh, it was 1. That silver border on those basic card backs are hard to tell how many cards you have in the pile. Maybe that's a meta strat right there, right? Run the OG card back so you can't tell how many cards just by glancing.
Specifically meant to counter the commentators.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, wait a second, they can just click and check it. So who's that counter me? Don't you do that, I swear. The other bad one is the Toxtricity board, the mat. It's got like a weird layering on it where literally it'll make you go cross-eyed looking at it. And to me, that's like meta level strat right there. Make your opponent go cross-eyed.
I wouldn't know. I've never played it. I would never. That Pokemon.
Please don't. That's ultimate toxicity.
So ugly.
Yes. All right. 7 earless. Moving on to finals there. Grats 3A. Let's get this all set up here. It's going to be our finals. What a day this has been. These have been some awesome matches. That was a little slow, but I think we're going to pick back up here in the finals.
This is tough, man, because I would love to see Sceptile win, but it's also kind of based that Fearless is from Canada. Like,
really?
Yeah, I'm not Canadian, but every time I see a Canadian doing well, I'm like, dude, there's only like 10 of you guys, so it's kind of cool to see.
Give me like 2 minutes to get set up here, and we will have the finals up and running. Just got to swap over the deck list and all that good stuff.
Let me do some theorying.
Yeah, for sure.
How would I approach this as Sceptile? Because this is, I mean, I feel like unless you're outwardly playing a deck that, you know, just has a great answer to Magnazone, you do have to, it's an uphill battle, no matter what. Sceptile Magnazone, let me see if Verum was able to take down any on his route here.
I think
he beat one.
Ironically, they tied yesterday.
I see.
In game 8. So this is kind of like Destiny, right? Can't escape Destiny here.
This was meant to happen, dude. It was written.
Exactly. And it's happening in the finals. No better place to be. I guess quick reminder, guys, if you're watching, you haven't yet hit that like button over on Maddie's side of the stream. Make sure to hit that like button. Make sure you're subbed up. Make sure you drop a follow. We're live over on Twitch as well. And we got Tilly with us. So make sure you go, guys, drop a sub to Tilly. Go watch those videos if you already aren't. You guys should already be watching them. So go rewatch them. Get some more views on those. But either way, guys, again, we're joined with Tilly, the one and only, the GOAT. I'm super glad you were able to join me this weekend, dude. Sorry, I kind of cut you off there. It was mid-promo.
No, you're good. I was going to continue the promo. I was going to say, guys, subscribe to the channel. I don't know if you saw, like, Spirit is going out of business. Maddie was able to acquire the entire fleet. He is giving away all of Spirit's planes to one
Airline? The Spirit Airline? Dang!
Yes, he got them all.
We're going big. Soul Plane's returning, folks. Maddie's the pilot.
Viewer will own 1,000 Airbuses.
Yeah. Question, who do we want to watch here? Probably Varoom, I would imagine, right? The Sceptile player? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah. I don't know how he's going to do it. I'm going to be honest.
Who, the Varoom? It's going to be hard, huh?
Yes.
With them double Oris? Yeah, this is going to be a rough one. If anybody could do it, it's Varoom. So I believe in the guy, but you're absolutely right. This is going to be an uphill battle. I see why he wanted to tie yesterday.
Yeah, absolutely. But Kartana and Pheromosa are going to apply quite a bit of pressure to the Oricorios, at least, with their Rocky helmets as well.
Mm-hmm.
But, dude, the Magnazones are going to be a problem. Because I don't know how many Pheromosa pings you're going to be able to get in. And the Magnazone, I guess if you have Pheromosa with a Rocky helmet, if the Magnazone attacks into that, even if they've healed back up to full with Lucky Ice Pop, they will go back down to 130, and then Sceptile can knock that out after the fact. I don't think it's unwinnable. Obviously, Verum did do it at some point in the tournament, but I do think it's gonna be hard.
And we're in the finals, right? So, like, not saying that anybody's bad or anything, but generally, like, tournaments, the way they work, they weed out the players that might not be as good. So, like, what I'm trying to say is this is going to be likely the hardest matchup against Magnazone or Oricorio, right? Or the best player in the finals here. You know what I mean? Does that make sense to everybody? Mm-hmm. I think Tilly knows what I'm talking about, but, like, again, if you're going up against somebody, I would rather go up against somebody in round 1 as opposed to in the finals.
100%. This is obviously someone who knows Magnazone. They've won however many best of 3s to get here.
20 games to get there, yeah. All right, let me get the players started here. I think we're all ready, other than we have to drop down into Verum's channel here. I'll pull you down there, actually. It's just one below us.
Okay, thank you.
We go.
Now, the only thing I'm trying to figure out is how many Sceptiles did Fearless beat? It's the same. They've both taken down
no way.
one of the other's decks.
This couldn't be like any more equally matched here, I suppose, other than the fact that there is a clear deck type advantage with the Oricorios.
Oh man, I am excited. This is hopefully we get some good games, man. No
No
will hope
scams.
for Fearless. Yeah, we get to see a couple Magnazones get set up, and I hope we get to see some Sceptiles evolved into.
Good news is, too, Sceptile can at least apply poison. It's similar to Blaziken, right? Where Blaziken himself can't do damage to Ori, but the effect of the status condition can. So hopefully we see same thing here with Sceptile, right? If we need to finish off an Ori, set up some poison on it, always a possibility.
If there's no Ogre Pawn.
If there's no Ogre Pawn. Oh, that's true! Ogi here to mess up everybody's day.
Yep. It's not meaningless. It's not a ton of damage that's getting added from the poison, right? It's just 10 between turns because there's no Nihilego, but I mean, you'll kind of take what you get. But I would think you're probably going to be going for Pheromosa / Kartana as the main way to damage those. But you know, in a pinch, Sceptile can do something. But I would think if I'm curious if Fearless wants the Ogre Pawn in play. I'm going to guess there's going to be a game here where he just doesn't, and there's a game here where he does.
Yep. Kind of what we saw last game, right? Where there's a time to place it and a time to definitely not. But here we go. It's our first finals game between Fearless and Varoom. I'm joined with Tilly. Tilly, it's been a great weekend. I couldn't have asked for a better weekend, honestly. Great turnout, great decks. Been great all around.
This is very nice, man. And you know what? This feels like it's been no time at all, I'll be honest. We've been live for 3 hours. I can barely tell. Yeah, it flew by. So, you know, maybe
it's very refreshing. It's a refreshing way to like still be in pocket, you know, like playing pocket essentially, not really playing it, but still having to do with pocket and not actually having to play the game yourself. Because there is a lot of like you said, physical fatigue that you get just from playing this game, getting hit with popsicle flips.
Yeah, it's the psychic damage, man.
Exactly. And this is refreshing. You, instead of like when you're playing the game, you root against those sleep decks, those evil decks. When you're watching the game, you root for them. Like you said earlier, I love that. That was the best analogy.
Yeah. This start from Verum, I don't know about this one. Not like he could have done anything different, but like Qingling, we found the other, probably I mean, you don't want double Trico at this point, I don't think. How much does Trico do? We maybe
want to set up a Grovyle. He's hit 20 damage at least, but I mean, it's still not great there, right? It's not doing significant damage into an Ori. One thing
it's knocking out a Magnemite if he attacks into Qingling.
Okay. That's a good point, though. You're right. He does knock out the Magnemite, and that would also leave Fearless in kind of a rough spot for energy, where they don't have anything set up to kind of counter him. So maybe that is a good play.
Because if we will have that option if we can find the Pheromosa. But if he attacks into this Qingling,
never mind.
Oh, well, it's how much HP does the dang Magnemite have after this? Or sorry, not Magnemite, Magneton. He has 80 as 30
would be 80
more.
So he'd be...
So but he has Lucky Ice Pop in the deck. I was going to say you could go attack Trico, evolve into Grovyle, knock this out if it's a Magneton, but...
It's the forest at least.
It's something.
Problem is we're already behind on energy. We don't have our X speed in hand.
Yeah.
I don't like this.
Yeah. If we had XP, it'd feel a lot better. But
we did dodge the Magneton, though, at least, right? Or no, this is turn 3 still.
Yes, because I think Verum went first.
Yes.
If he doesn't have the Lucky Ice Pop to heal this is feeling pretty good for Verum. If he does... And then, like, evolving into Grovyle and sniping this Magneton for 50, or even just having to use that energy at all feels a little bad. I guess we do knock it out no matter what with Sceptile the next turn. But I think no matter what, you'd really prefer to to go Grovyle and just avoid the Lucky Ice Pop for this turn.
Somebody brought up a good point in chat. The Grass Stadium is going to guarantee that Ogerpon draw every turn, or first turn.
Oh, yeah. That's true. A little bit of extra thinning for Fearless. Double Oricorio. Okay. Now getting getting Grovyle set up here is pretty nice. It's an extra 50 damage somewhere. You're not going to get knocked out the next turn. It's just, does he have Magneton plus Lucky Ice Pop? If he does, it's going to feel sort of bad. Okay. This is actually very good for Verum, I think.
I think so too.
You almost...
Do we go for the
Okay,
KO? Yeah, you got to go for that Grovyle KO,
If he
right?
didn't evolve into Magneton, yeah, I was going to say, if he didn't evolve into Magneton, you can almost just ignore it for a turn and put 50 damage wherever else you want. But I think with that Magneton evolution, you are absolutely going to snipe that with Grovyle.
Mm-hmm.
And then from there, it might just be... if he gets Cyrus, it's a very obvious choice, right? Snipe the Ogerpon.
And then win it.
Play for
yeah.
Cyrus. Yeah. If not, it's going to be a tricky decision between putting 50 on an Oricorio and trying to get through the game that way. But he's already used Giant Cape. He can't bench a Magnemite for at least this next turn, because Grovyle will just snipe that, and
good point.
I think that's how I would play it. But Fearless does have 1 point. This is all scary. Every part of this.
He's actually opting to go in with the Rare Candy and evolve the other Trico here right now, which I was wondering if he was going to do this or not, because you could also not evolve that benched one and then evolve this Grovyle the following turn to stay alive, because this Oricorio is going to hit you, put you down below half, which means another hit's going to KO.
I think I would have done the same, evolve the bench. I genuinely, again, this is another like math situation. I don't know that we can afford to try to win the game by getting through 2 Oricorio.
No, I don't think we can either. Or can we? Hold on, because what if we snipe the bench, put in Farah? No, you're going to be 10 damage shy. Unless we pull a helmet.
The problem is Fearless took an early point.
That too. You can't allow him to get the second prize point here. Or you're going to be in a bad spot.
Yeah, the Pheromosa is just... Or Pheromosa or Carton, they're just going to go down so easy afterwards.
Another thing, too, is he's going to have to choose where he's going to dedicate this energy. If he wants to build that Sceptile, he can't really go into Kartana or Pheromosa.
For this turn, yeah.
For this turn. I think the play might actually just be to... Where's our Cyrus at?
I don't... There's...
Or did we already use... No, we didn't use it.
No, we still have Cyrus. This is tough.
I'm sniping Ogerpon and hoping for Cyrus.
It's a play for sure. It doesn't feel good because you have so many cards left in deck.
Other play is snipe benched Ori. Going with Pheromosa. Oh, you're going to lose this, though, and that's where it's not going to feel good. See, I think you have to do this because you can't... Like, once this Grovyle goes down, you can't put Pheromosa in there safely.
Yeah, I'm going to trust that Verum just did the math in his head and has said, all right, I can't knock out 2 Oricorios. I need to hope that Sceptile is just going to stall long enough and we can find the Cyrus on the Ogerpon.
No Magnemite is huge. Maybe even game winning here.
That is... I mean, there's at least like +2 turns for Verum here to find the Cyrus. Like he's got quite a bit of time here before he needs to stress at all.
And I think this is exactly what you need to do, is just tank with Sceptile until you find that potential Cyrus here. We can start to worry about like other plays, like retreating into Pheromosa, like the following. Ooh, he's going to thin his hand.
Just play it all down.
All
right. You don't need it. You don't need any of it. You need one blue-haired man. Not even
wearing
gonna
a vest.
attack. I guess never mind. Why would you attack the Ogerpon's in play? I'm like, the poison damage might matter.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
You really want to see, because Verum is based. He is on double copycat, double Professor's Research. Always, he's oh my gosh. Bottom 6 has 3 draw supporters in it and Cyrus. If there's still not a Magnemite drop, though, I mean, you just have so much time as Verum.
This is one of those plays where it's like, I feel like Verum's luck is riding on 7 Yearless's bad luck. Like that, ooh. Copycat down to 2
smart.
Is not huge. Oh, wait, you're right. That is smart because the draw in Verum's
deck... It takes
deck,
away a copycat for Verum.
and he finds it.
No way!
Wow.
Nah.
All right, well, 1 card left in hand. He already threw his Clement, so he's not going to have that search for the Magnazone.
Okay. We got the research anyways.
This is probably optimal play right here, right, is the research? There it is. That's our guy. Woo!
And we end up getting there. There's not a single thing Fearless can do.
Do you go in with Pheromosa to maybe even just secure that extra damage?
I don't think it matters. Because
Oh, you're right.
They've already played the Giant Cape. They only have Popsicle. You're 100% good.
If he comes into the active to Popsicle, that's throwing the game.
It's giving the Ogerpon a treat beforehand,
exactly.
which I would respect.
An appetizer.
He's going to need all of his energy for next game.
Alrighty.
There we go. Okay. All right. This is a hard matchup to navigate, as anything Oricorio based is when you don't have a 3-headed dragon that does 130 damage to it.
I will say, how many turns... We didn't even see a Magnazone that game, did we? Or we did, but it immediately got sniped. So...
Yes.
We have to just hope for that every time, right? No Magnazone.
Dude, this is the problem with the Ogerpon. I'm telling you, chat, open up your Magnazone decks. Take the Ogerpon out.
Get him out of there. Especially after this week. Sleep Scam's gone.
I get giddy when I see the Ogerpon hit on the other side of the board. I'm like, 2 points? Thank you.
Yeah.
Because I'm always playing bench snipe. I always got a way to get him.
I'm a big double Cyrus fan. I don't know about you, but I like rocking the double Cyrus just to really like secure my chances of getting whoever's on the bench.
Yeah. Yeah, in a fairly for half the game, you're a low damage outputting deck.
Yeah.
The double Cyrus is really, really nice. Fearless does have it. He's just not playing that hiking trail in there instead. Now, if Sceptile could play double Cyrus, or even Cyrus Sabrina, that's the one card I look at Verum's list and go, man, that would feel great. But
yeah,
I get that there's not any space for it.
You're right. There's just no space. Even if we did manage to get like a grass patch, where's it going?
That's also true. Because then, yeah, it would just turn the deck into Mega Blaziken. This, at least, there's Chingling. Like, Chingling's maybe the most cuttable card, but it really helps when you start slow and can force your opponent to have a giant hand size for a better copycat.
That, and it gives you... There's times, too, where it gives you, like, a free attack, or, like, exactly that, a free attack in the active there while you can set up on the bench and get your Sceptile going. Whereas, like, all these other ones that cost 1 energy... It puts you in a bad spot. Plus, it's got the free retreat, too. There's another big, huge benefit there of running the Chingling.
Me and Verum have completely opposite philosophies. I am actually surprised he went for research turn 1. I'm a copycat.
Yeah.
If I'm going first, my opponent has 4 cards in their hand and I can play down anything, I'm ripping copycat.
I wonder if he did that just because of the fact, did he have 2 professors in his hand? Like, maybe he's like, you know what, double professor is guaranteed. Let's just stick with that, and then our copycat, right? Like, that's all 3 of your draw supports right there.
He had 1 copycat, 1 research.
Okay. Ruined.
I've been bit too many times.
I agree, though. I'm a big copycat over research.
Only in specific scenarios. Like, if I was playing against Suicune, yeah, I'll probably research first because your hand might look like, 7 or 8 cards.
Yeah.
At some point. Let's save these guys. These are going to be very valuable later on. He did get the early Licia, so Fearless will have a good enough setup here. I see the hesitation to bench any of them. Doesn't want to give Pheromosa any free damage.
Uh-oh.
He's going to rip it, though.
Well, unlike last game, we have 2 Magnemites on the field already.
I think it's okay to bench both of them. Yeah, Veram's going to have a Cyrus play set up eventually if he does attack with Pheromosa into one of the Magnetons / Magnazones / Magnemites, but, maybe just neglect the damage one a little bit.
What are we thinking here? Do we want to just attack with Chingling? Nope, we're going in with Farah. Do we attach to Farah, though? Yes, we do. Why wouldn't you not, I suppose?
Yeah, we're in no danger. I think I agree heavily with the Pheromosa play. Just start damaging the Oricorio. He's got a Rocky Helmet on it, and start whittling away at these Magnazone lines.
Ori attacks here with no cape. It will be KO'd the following turn.
That it will. Pheromosa, this is nice because Pheromosa guaranteed got 2 attacks in here.
Gonna be a huge copycat, though.
Is there any Magneton? There has to be.
There's no way.
Maybe not this turn, but I feel like it does have to be this turn.
If it's not this turn, like, win. Oh, no.
Ooh.
Okay, well, at least the pop keeps the Ori alive. We do keep the pop. Pop till you drop. All right.
This Oricorio's, it's well fed.
It's well fed after that.
We've watched this guys eat like 20 popsicles.
Yeah, no kidding. These things love popsicles.
All right. I mean, yeah, okay. Yeah, with the double heads Oricorio, he doesn't have to worry about a Kartana knocking this thing out. I guess with only one Cyrus, it's... how do we play this from here? I would guess that you would want to ping maybe the second Magnemite. But I would
think
also
so too.
Understand pinging the benched Oricorio. Both make sense to me.
Ooh, you know what? Benched Oricorio might even be a good answer, too. Just so that you could snipe... No, you can't. No, you can Grovyle snipe that. Yeah, you can, huh?
Yeah, I'm just curious what is he planning in his mind as the route here? Is he thinking, I need to get through 2 Oricorio, or is he thinking...
1 Ori
Oricorio
and
plus
2 Megs or something, yeah.
Yeah. Or does he even need to bring that Oricorio down to 50, or can he just figure it out later with a Kartana at the end of the game if it sticks in the active spot? He does Copycat really in exchange for nothing. This hand on the other side of this is not great. At least before, I think he had Cyrus and Sceptile EX in hand.
Yeah. We at least drew our other Copycat, but this could still be bad if they end up drawing a bunch of cards, or playing a bunch of cards here. Professor will help you, though. And there's no way. We do not have a Magneton here.
Well, it's possible.
I don't...
I've bottom tuned Magnetons in the past.
5 cards left. No Clem, no Magnetons. Oh, no way.
That is always the trickiest guy to find for me.
Ooh. I think if they don't find him this turn, the damage is going to be so far behind, they might not be able to come back.
They will be in serious danger. I mean, I think you would just go Grovyle. If that Magnemite... Where did we put the 20? Did we put it on the other Magnemite?
I can't see here. I know, I'm trying to see where it's at.
Well, if it's on the other Magnemite, then a Giant Cape isn't going to save it. It's not... Okay, it was on the Oricorio. So, if there's no Magneton, you might just want to go... And there goes the Ice Pop. That's all the healing for Fearless.
Not only that, but if we attack it all with this active Ori, we are going to put ourselves into Kartana range. Never mind.
Giant Cape on the Magnum? No, on the Oricorio. Okay, Fearless is valuing these Oricorios very heavily. Now, I do think if you're Verum, because take a look at the way the damage is set up. With that Giant Cape down, Grovyle gets a guaranteed 2 points here. Right? Not guaranteed. If he gets the Magneton, he can evolve that. He'll be 10 short. But a Cyrus would work if he finds it.
Does he have time to take out Oricorio with Kartana this turn? And then...
I'm gonna be honest. If I'm him, I'm taking out that Magnemite with 0 damage.
Yeah.
With the Grovyle.
Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right.
There's no more heals left. It's something that can't be Cyrused. It can change it can change my position in the game from being knockout double Oricorio to knockout Magnemite, maybe Magneton / Magnazone at some point. And then just one more Oricorio.
Exactly. And Kartana's ready to knock out this active Ori, so I think you're right. This is probably going to be a good play. Holy moly, he's going for it. Going big.
He's seeing basically the rest of his deck here.
Yes. Well, Cyrus.
Bottom deck Sceptile EX. What? We're just saying, take that knockout on the Magnemite? Okay.
No way Grovyle's going to be in any danger this turn. Nope,
he guaranteed gets to survive. It's
over.
About... Well... There's... Well, Yeah, I guess so. Wait, is it?
Hold on, maybe you're right, though. Maybe we could still get Ori locked in a weird way. Should you Cyrus this now?
We could.
Or do you take out Ori?
Well, here's the problem. If you I think you have to knock out Ori this turn.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you... Wait, do you? No, you're... Well... No, you're good.
This doesn't feel great, though. Oh, okay, hold on. Wait, he's good. He's only got 1 prize point. Yeah, we're okay here, right?
You knock out with Sceptile. I was thinking somehow Kartana was not going to be able to get through an Oricorio, but yeah, like he sends up the 70 HP one, he attacks into it, and then the 30 HP one goes into the active and gets knocked out. So that does lock it up right there. There's no more heals. There's nothing Fearless can do to combat this.
Right, no more heals, no more anything. The only other EX they have or basic they have they could put on the board here is that Ogerpon, which he's not going to do anything other than just stop the status effects. So at least Mega Sceptile can't hit you with poison. However, you could just go in with Chingling even and do 10 damage there, make him hit into you, and it's over, right?
Yeah, it's just this Kartana, man. He's got no threat. We just go and swing twice with Kartana. That's it. He could let the Ogerpon soak up damage for fun. Maybe punish the Ogerpon for being the worst card in the deck.
Put it in the active. I dare you.
That's what I would do. I'd throw the Ogerpon up.
That would be a great way to end this, right? You know what, Ogerpon? You just threw the whole tournament. Now you got to be sacrificed.
Look at bro. You're looking at a grass. The grass deck's not even playing it, man. Nah, I'm just kidding. I understand why it's in there. I understand why it's in there. I get it.
Cyrus.
For fun?
Yeah, right, just for funsies. It's 7 Yearless's time in the spotlight, all right? It's his party. Let him cry if he wants to. Let him be him if he wants to.
Then we Kartana, and hey, man, Verum wins with maybe my like 10th choice for the deck that would win this tournament this weekend.
This might be actually, again, like a huge momentous occasion because I think Verum is the second person now to have won 2 Pocket Mads. I might need Verum to confirm that in chat, but it's both Nabrix and Verum now are the two big dogs. Wow. That's it, I guess. All right, grats to Verum for winning it. Also, big shout out to Fearless coming in second there. Rough games with Fearless, right? He could not find those Magnetons. Again, are they in the deck? That dude might need to double check.
I know. Yeah, I think the deck must have it kind of stopped functioning for him around top 4 from what we saw. Like he did squeak it out, but there were 2 games there where that deck was not running the way it should have. But hey, congrats to Verum being able to navigate that matchup, which again is not easy if things go optimally.
Yeah. Totally. And I think, again, Verum won that. Not that he's not good and one of the best players that I know, but he definitely had luck on his side there with the opponent not being able to find those Magnetons. We probably would have been looking at a much different game had those Magnetons and Magnazones even come out. We didn't see a single Magnazone there. Not even one.
No. No. If he had been able to, on that turn, gone double Magneton, yes, one of them's damaged on the bench, things would have been much different for sure.
Yeah. Real quickly here, Tilly, before we wrap it up and I let you go, I was just wanting to take a quick look at the standings, maybe glance at the metagame tab as well. Kind of go through maybe just like top 10 and see what we had finish here. It finished differently than I thought it would. Prelux the only Hydreigon in top 10, it looks like. Lot of Sceptiles. I didn't expect to see 3 Sceptiles in top 10. That's kind of crazy. One of them is running an Ogerpon.
I know.
What else we got? Lucario, the first Lucario we have in 10th place here, and it's the unethical Lucario, sleep scam Lucario. Moving on down the list here. Anything that sticks out, really? Mouscarada managed to make 20th place there. That was Kronos with, again, Mouscarada, EX, Junior, and Ogerpon. That was kind of a fun deck to watch, actually, and I feel like it's going to do somewhat well into certain decks in this current meta. We watched what it did to Oricorio. Or, not, I keep saying Oricorio. Lucario.
Lucario. I think it locks down the Lucario matchup.
Yeah, absolutely. That was a fun match to watch as well. This whole day was nothing but fun matches. I had a great time. I'm super glad you were able to make it out and join us this weekend. Guys, one last promo here. If you guys don't know who Tilly is, he's one of the biggest and greatest pocket creators out there. So make sure you guys go sub up over on YouTube. He's dropping YouTube content pretty much daily, if not twice a day. You've been going crazy with this new pack, right? Twice a days?
Yeah. We've been doing 2 a days.
2 a days?
Yep.
All right. So again, make sure you go check that out, guys. Tilly's dropping some of the best content. You're honestly, like, I'm not trying to glaze here, but I'm going to glaze for a little bit. You are one of my favorite content creators to watch. So again, if you're not over on Tilly's channel, you're missing out. Again, big shout out to Pocket Mads and the entire Pocket Mads crew for helping put this tournament on. Make sure you're liked up on the stream. Make sure you do drop a sub on Maddie's YouTube. Maddie's going to be dropping the meta breakdown tomorrow, Meta Mondays. He does also drop videos every single day, so make sure you got that notification bell on so you guys don't miss out. And as for me, I stream on YouTube and Twitch myself, guys. I'm streaming, obviously, I cast a lot of tournaments, right? Obviously. But other than that, as soon as Ranked comes back, we're going to be going big for that. Tilly, I know it's a little early, but do you have any ideas on what you might be grinding for Ranked this season?
Well, okay, so after this tournament, I think the big thing here is, Sceptile actually is a real deck. It's honestly rare for a deck to win one of these tournaments that's different. So, like, Sceptile doing it kind of proves to me that, yeah, the thing can go all the way. I think it just will be Sceptile for myself, depending on how many Blaziken players want to bring their 38% win percentage deck to Ranked. But, man, I think that's what I'll be playing. That's kind of the story of this weekend, is Sceptile has cemented itself in the conversation for the meta, because usually it's centered around 3 decks, or like really those are the only serious picks I would ever consider for Ranked. And I think Sceptile is, while being
now crept
very, very
into it,
fun,
right? Yeah,
is one of them. It's really cool. It's just Buzzwole, but stage 2 Buzzwole, essentially, with this package that we're playing with Kartana and Pheromosa.
Sceptile was my when the pack first dropped. That was the one that caught my eye. or like I guess when the trailer first dropped, that was the one that caught my eye. When the pack first dropped, that was the one I first made, and I don't know, I was kind of hesitant on it. I feel like that Blaziken stint we had during the middle of last week kind of threw me off, thinking like, oh well, it's not going to be meta because of Blaziken, but I mean clearly it can be, right? I think the meta has shifted. Blaziken fell off of a cliff. In fact, real quickly here, if we want to go over to the metagame tab, Mega Blaziken cast form, Sunny form, sitting at a whopping 37% win rate. That is abysmal for a deck. Third place in the share, essentially. Crazy to see it that low.
That's like, I haven't seen a win percentage that low since Mega Blaziken Entei in Mega Rise.
Right? Blaziken just dropping those percentages.
My one request, Maddie needs to go hard on Mega Blaziken and tell everyone to stop playing it. He needs to do me that favor.
Save rank this season, Maddie. It's all on you.
I want to play my Sceptile.
Exactly. That cast form is what really ruins it, I feel like. I don't know, maybe not. Maybe it's Blaziken helmet. It's Blaziken helmet. Get rid of that goddamn helmet and I might have a chance even.
It's that Sceptile can't force Mega Blaziken into the active spot faster than their cast forms can force our Sceptile into the active spot.
So, okay. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. I was going to say real quickly here, Varen brought up something kind of funny. The only thing he lost to today, Mega Blaze, or I guess this weekend, was Mega Blaze, ironically enough, right? I did get an update too. Varen was actually the first to win 3 Pocket Mads. He has now taken the crown. Yeah, this guy's out of control. He's, again, the big dog, the champ. Sorry, Navrix.
Thank you, Varen, for building Mega Sceptile for me. I appreciate it.
Yes,
I'm glad I don't have to put any more time into figuring out the list.
Exactly. I'm deleting my 4 other Mega Sceptile decks and just going down to 1 now.
Yep, me too. Clear up some deck space. I appreciate it. I was running out.
Alrighty. Well, anything else here, Tilly, before we maybe wrap it up? Again, I had a blast this weekend. I'm super glad you were able to make it out. Again, we're gonna have to do this again for sure. Chat loved you, by the way. It was an insane turnout for the first ever Tilly co-cast. So again, big shout out.
Yeah, well, hey, I appreciate it. I did not have chat up because it was 3-minute delay. I did not. Okay. I basically pretended they weren't there, but I appreciate anyone that showed some love. And you should be, well, I don't know. I guess if you, like, it looks like the meta's heading towards Chingling rather than Igglybuff. I probably prefer Chingling, but people are going to have different opinions on which baby Pokemon irritates them more. I knew that Chingling was going to make a return after seeing that Hydreigon wall earlier in the week. It's just inevitable, right? That's really the best thing at stopping or slowing down a Hydreigon is a Chingling, I feel. Especially with these new Lucky Eggs. The Lucky Egg tech on Chingling is definitely one of the best things to come out of this weekend. Or possibly one of the worst things to come out of this weekend. We'll find out. We'll see as the meta progresses. I'm just excited to play with that Verum list, man.
Yeah, for sure. Alrighty, dude. Well, again, it was a lot of fun casting this. We're going to for sure have to do this again. Guys, one last reminder, make sure you go follow to Tilly. He is the GOAT. Also, big shout out to Danamaton for the raid in Twitch. Guys, if you haven't yet dropped a follow yet, make sure to do that. Again, my name's Jay Dankus. I stream Pocket content all the time. We're streaming tournaments all the time, excuse me. And we're over on Maddie's every single weekend hosting the world's largest Pokemon TCG Pocket tournament every single weekend. So again, make sure you guys are subbed up, followed up, all that good stuff, and join us next weekend. We will be back for Pocket Mads number 30. I've been doing this for 30 weeks in a row. This is crazy, guys. All right, I will see you guys next time. Enough rambling. Adios. You guys have a good one. Have a great weekend.